I think.
Hello everyone, welcome to Through to Screenplays Pathfinder episode 70. We're an intimate group tonight, missing both Roland and Wiggum, who will suddenly be very tired and absent-minded.
Wiggum was pretty tired last time.
So, who would like to give us an overview of what happened last game?
So, last game, we started at the mouth of the Well of Woe. We were all standing there looking into it. We had already put food down into it when we noticed that nothing was coming up. So we decided, Wiggum jumped down and was like, whee! And then she looked around. She didn't really see much. She did see like a fleck of dark stone. Garen then came down. She also saw something on the rocks that were pointing downward to prevent something coming out of the well. Garen also saw it. Everybody kind of one by one came down into the base of the well. Eventually somebody saw that it was like scaly flesh was the thing that was stuck to the pillar.
Which then he decided not to grab because
Gross. They proceeded to sneak into the cavernous area, very sneakily. They saw an assortment. They got to a sort of circular room that had multiple chambers coming off of it. They went down one chamber that appeared to maybe be collapsed in, and there was an arm with a pickaxe at the end of it. They got the pickaxe, not the arm.
And the merfolk body that came out of the wall.
Did somebody pick that up, by the way? Or was that
Merfolk
the body? No, I stuffed it in the corner and got merfolk juices all over my hands, right?
Yeah, then you...
And then we backtracked. We saw some fishes come out of the left chamber, and then there was a right chamber that we kind of heard noises coming from. So we snuck our way.
The fish ate all the light.
Oh, that's right. And I realized that it's the same fish that Gary is. Speaking of which, I have Gary.
When he's turned
Come
inverted.
here, buddy.
Hi, Gary.
And then we made our way into the last sort of open chamber because the other ones were blocked off. And we saw large deposits of dark stone that seemingly were dragged from another place around the corner. We then got attacked by a hydra, and that was exciting times. In a panic, and kind of what he thought was the game plan, Garen collapsed part of the tunnel, going out to where they were dragging the stones from. Zempe then proceeded. It was you, right? Or was it Wiggum who collapsed the other side? Wiggum. Okay.
I thought it was you.
Over here?
Yeah.
What did I do?
On the bottom
You did
part.
this. You blew up this side and crushed the hydra.
I think
Yeah, I crushed the hydra.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Closed
either way, the rest of it was
Closed
collapsed.
everything in. We killed the hydra, closed everything in, and then we moved a few rocks so that you guys could get into the other chamber. Mm-hmm. You saw that in the corner there was more dark stone growing in a patch of space. Your ring then instructed you to release it.
Yeah.
And
Very
you were
cryptic.
like, okay. So you destroyed like the bulk of the crystal that was growing around the fork. The cursed fork, which is part of the Apocalypse Cutlery. The Fork of Famine. Thank you. That's
Which I
part of the
immediately
Apocalypse
recognized.
Cutlery.
And was scared shitless.
And
Nothing.
Wiggum picked it up with the stuff.
Of course,
And yeah.
Cloth and threw it in a bag.
And
No.
that was where
Threw it
we
into it.
left
We did protect
off.
your velvet.
Yeah.
That was an option for holding Darkstone.
I didn't know that. You volunteered your stuff pretty quickly. Yeah.
I
didn't
have
know
a
it
lot
was
of
an option.
Don't touch my velvet.
Well, I wasn't planning
I'm
on
gonna
it.
make myself or Sybil something pretty. I haven't decided which
You're not
yet.
going to make me a pretty dress.
A corset.
I mean, I have a lot of this.
So at this point, you have maybe 30 pounds of Darkstone. There's a lot more that you can get. The darkness from the stone is currently spilling out of the bag of holding, out of the sides of it,
Oh.
which is a very unique property. The only things that you've ever been able to see come out of a bag of holding are Foxen in their many iterations.
So,
But it just is spilling out of the bag itself. It's not actually like crawling out of the mouth of the
since I mean, kind of believe that the fork was the thing fueling the crystal growth. Now that we have the fork, are the crystals still glowing or are they kind of dead?
No, they're still going.
They're still going.
They look just the same.
They're not growing anymore, but they are still there. And still
yeah, and they still seem to have the same properties as they did prior to the fork.
And detecting magic didn't work last time, or did we try that?
I think we did.
Let's
I would like to
block
try that.
this hole once you get out of there, so that like if they come down to explore it, they're gonna have to like move rocks and shit.
Do we have any other way of blowing this up?
Should we destroy all this other dark stone?
You have the same detect magic issue that you had before, which just doesn't quite get off. Your magic feels like it's being sapped by the stone itself.
Okay.
But if you guys wanted to, you could continue to mine out as much of this as you would like. As you said before, you don't know what the power rating is of each of these, or the power ratio.
I give it an A+.
Dun, 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 dun,
I would like to take a minute.
This is where the disappointment song starts playing.
Oh, I'm not playing music! What's wrong with me?
I'm gonna start taking everybody individually over and start checking them out. First, I'm gonna help Zempe off the rock. Zempe, jump down to me.
He's in water.
Swim
Float
down to me. Fall down to me.
My fly hex still works, right?
No,
you're always
It
just.
wouldn't.
The fly.
It still wouldn't let me maneuver in the water just to get
No,
in the air.
because fly is different than swim.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
It's like walking on the moon.
I wouldn't know what that was, but here, look at me. Look at me. Look. Okay, look up. I'm gonna do a roll ideal check and see
Okay.
how he's doing. No.
I didn't get hit. Anyways.
16 plus 8 is 24.
Senpei looks
That's
healthy, maybe a little less stoned than you've ever seen him.
You look healthier than usual, and you're okay. You didn't get a single bite.
Maybe a little irritable.
I didn't get touched.
Good.
I'm good to go.
Can you please tell Wiggum to come over and see me in a second?
Right.
Oh,
Hey, Wiggum! And I'm going to immediately. I'll tell her to go see Sybil. And I'm gonna go and collect 4 shrink-itemed massive boulders and tuck them away.
Sorry, one. There's no way she only has 65 HP. There's no way.
She got hit, didn't she?
No, that's her max.
Oh, shit.
What's your max HP?
I healed some
Now it's
people last
75.
time.
Whoa.
Okay, so
She
that
also
made
has a-
okay.
She
Level
has a
that.
level that.
Okay.
I also did heal some people
She's-
last time, so she might be good.
Yeah, she's fine where she is. She just had a
Okay.
negative level.
Are you okay, darling?
Did you hear that?
a little weak.
Well,
I'm collecting large boulders. and
Be
then
careful.
Okay, so how long will that last? Until it's
7 days.
7 days.
in the bag?
Yep.
Okay, so you're just
I'll-
mage handing them in as. Well, I guess you're probably still doing the wrapping and bed sheets.
Well, no, not crystals. These are just boulders. These are big ass
Oh.
boulders.
Okay, so not crystal.
These
Okay.
are for bludgeoning weapons later.
Okay. So keep track of days for me, and that you have for how big are you going? Like how big are they?
I can take something that's 20 square feet into the tiny little bit.
Okay, so you have 220. I'm assuming you get out of the rubble. 4 20-pound boulders, which then are like a 16th of their weight.
No, we're talking like these ones that are like 20 square feet almost.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then what's their weight reduced?
to 1/16.
So yes, is to what I asked.
Okay, I thought you were saying that was like full size weight,
No,
not
yeah.
like little weight.
Okay. Just make sure that you carry and then the appropriate weight of when it goes back.
Okay, so you're saying how much do they weigh in this small? You just said it.
116.
160.
Oh, yeah, I know that, but like,
Oh.
what were you saying was a small weight?
I need to figure out the Pathfinder, the weight of a stone.
Okay.
Just
Like-
Pathfinder things.
Well, because this might help you calculate damage if that thing actually would have hit.
That's true.
Well, if you're getting a 20-foot round boulder,
Yeah. The things that I've read online,
Boulder.
the forums I've read online say like 20d6 to like 100d6, depending on like velocity and shit.
God.
it's gonna weigh
And DM's discretion.
probably 200 pounds a piece. Before reduction.
Before reduction. Okay.
So keep track of that, because if they burst inside your bag of holding, your bag's destroyed.
So put them in one of the empty bags.
Okay. With the crystal.
You're putting it in with the crystal?
Dangerous.
Maybe I'll just
So
keep the one.
each little
I'll just
pebble.
keep the one bag of holding separate for the crystal.
Okay, so you guys are going to just stop at the 40 pounds of darkstone. You have probably in this room, if you spent time doing it, you could get another. If you want to get all of the stuff that you can see, not beyond, it would probably be 300 pounds of darkstone on top of what you
I
have.
was just
12.5 per pebble.
Which is, it's surprisingly brittle, like kind of breaks apart like quartz, like you smack it and it shatters. So it wouldn't take you forever if you wanted to collect all of this.
You guys, we could even shrink the dark crystal stuff and smuggle it out that way.
If you think you can, go for it. I'm not touching
That
that.
might
Not
be
after.
kind of smart.
Again,
Because then we can get this
because
shit
it's
out
just
of
the
here.
two big chunks and then the one over here.
This one you got about half of, so this is like half of a chunk. That one would need to be broken in order to be actually shrunk.
Wiggum, can you please go and get Jan for me?
Yeah.
Take me back. Oh, you're okay. You seem to be a little flustered there for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fine. We have bigger fish to fry.
Not
roll a heal
after
check.
your health. That's going to be our first priority.
I'm about half. I'm about half. Well, I guess.
All of my good rolls right
Yeah.
now. Just getting them out of the way, guys.
Oh, is it a good roll?
It was another
Looking a
one.
little rough.
19 plus 8, so that's 27.
I'm better than I was. Right, took some health potions.
But how
There's
are
some
you?
bruises, head contusion.
But how are you?
It looks like there's a broken collarbone.
Ow! Ow! Oh God!
Yeah,
Ow!
that's going to take some time.
Stop touching it!
Yo, we don't know what's around the corner.
She's poking my broken collarbone.
Sybil, what did we say about poking people's brain?
She said she was fine. He said he was fine.
What did we say about misgendering people?
I don't think we've had that conversation yet.
Well, then we need to.
I know I'm a skinny apple, but you don't have to.
Well, you got 6 times 4, which is
24.
24 more health.
I like the idea that Sybil just turns to Garrett and she gets 6 times more.
Like,
That's
Garrett's just like,
64.
what does this mean?
It's medical terms, you're fine.
Okay.
Means you're going to die in 6 times 4 days.
Thank you, Simone. Much
And you're looking a little rough too.
Oh yeah, I'm hurt.
Are you sure?
But
you're
Sybil was waiting. I'm the last person on her list.
I'm
Okay.
fine. We have more important
You
things
have
to deal with
parts, like,
right
I'll
now.
describe it.
I don't know what you're getting at, Sybil. It's alright, man. You want one? Lady friend?
Okay. Well, please go and help, please go and get Cersei.
Jerseys!
Yeah.
I wobble over to you. Sybil wants you.
You also felt your bone just kind of snap and seal.
Well.
Stab him because-
Oh, as I get up to her.
Yeah, just the lingering magic.
Anything for Sybil.
Would have been
Yeah,
worse if I
she
had
wants
that.
you real bad.
Oh, I know.
Circe's, as you do, I'm assuming you're gonna roll high enough to see this. Circe has a big bite mark out of her right side, missing
Oh.
a huge chunk of muscles. You can see the liver, kidney.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
Cersei.
fine.
Just get over here.
No, it's fine. Like, we should go. We should not be here any longer than we need to be.
We
She
should
might be in shock.
we should teleport out of here.
I'm just gonna like grab you and like very like man grab, like hold you and just go whoop and then heal you.
Oh my.
Oh, my.
Are you
Oh,
like-
Sybil.
As Sybil's hand touches the side of your body,
17.
you now realize the pain that you're in, and you see that you're missing a huge chunk. And you watch as the muscle and sinew and some bone starts to stitch and regrow back. I'm probably giving you a little bit more because you probably need to regenerate, but I'm being nice.
I'm gonna rip off
And there's some scar tissue that formed.
Yeah, definitely. I think I
tearing
now
up
have
some
like
of
a
my
dope
sheets and I'm
scar
going
going
to
down
start
the shoulder.
wrapping your wounds. Because I healed you, but probably not
Got a
perfect.
pretty dope scar going right across the arm.
Yeah, there's like holes, so it kind of almost looks like if you were to take like a
That was pretty bad.
piece of charcoal or tattoo, it could look like she was stitched together
Yep.
between
Well,
the teeth marks.
I'm going to.
Because these hydras actually have 2 rows of teeth.
No, stop, stop.
Yikes.
Double bite.
I'm going to take some extra
Ouch.
time to literally bandage her up and make sure. Are you sure you're okay, Cersei?
Fine. This is not the worst I've ever had.
Well, that worries me too. And I'm not being gentle, but I'm being kind,
You didn't see the time
I'm
I was
firm.
sawed in half, Sybil.
firm.
Yeah. I've been much closer to death.
Hey, look.
You think this will scar?
Most likely. Quit poking at it. It'll reopen. The wound's still not great.
I mean, like, I think that it would be like a pretty cool shaped scar. Like,
I'm sure it'll look lovely
yeah.
for the barmaids, but there you go. It'll be fine. Just don't
do I look
do
strong now?
anything. Yes, you look very strong.
Cool.
Just don't overexert yourself. Don't want
No
this to open up
promises.
again.
We still have to get out of here.
Where's Roland?
Oh God, where is Roland?
I don't know where his...
Yes.
Yeah.
Roland.
You might have taken that
Roland is...
elsewhere.
Yes.
Roland, you look fine. I mean, I'd imagine.
No.
He wasn't fine. He got hit a lot.
Roland's just like, no, we'll deal with this later.
He's already
Old chum.
Oh, chum.
He's already downed like a couple healing potions.
Probably.
It's looking better.
Okay. I do not feel comfortable carrying those crystals with us anymore.
Right.
They took my miracle and absorbed it. It was.
While she's doing this,
I'm
can I be
sorry.
plugging the hole on the other side?
Yeah, you're plugging the
Okay,
hole.
cool.
We can
I worked really hard on this.
bring this back.
I will speak through Wiggum because we had conversations in case she couldn't make it.
Actually, we can seal this stuff.
We need to take it with us out of here.
Right.
It's important because we need to take it to the Bastion so they can fuel the
Yeah,
things.
and not, we don't want them to have any more than
Right.
they
We need-
already had.
We should destroy all of this.
We should get out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's.
Let's
Shouldn't have said this.
boogie.
Then
Can
can
we
we just shrink it all
acquire-
down and then we'll take it with us and deal with it later?
How many shrink spells do you think that might work?
3 to get all of those big chunks that are out here. You'd
Yeah.
be leaving the stuff behind the wall that Garen just sealed. Or Garen is in the process of sealing it in case you decide to stop.
Well. Yeah, I can sacrifice.
You can do it.
Sacrifice.
Level 5 spells. for my level
Sacrifice.
So you have...
Christ.
Well, I guess I'm going to readjust the number I gave you before. With these additional ones, you have
400 pounds.
600 pounds.
Oh,
It's not gonna
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So reduced
Oh.
to whatever you 16th is.
Yes, 600.
Now in 30 sessions, when we all forget about this and we're sitting at a table and it just goes...
Oh yes. We shall all die.
Equals
It can
600
be mighty.
Okay.
plus. So
Plus.
we've got 630 pounds total dark crystal.
Well, I suppose that's.
And there is the darkness leaking out of the bag.
Does it seem like, for the most part, this chamber is now empty then?
This chamber now got very dark when you got rid of all of the dark crystal. There's like little flecks lighting things.
Should we try and relight this again? I mean,
See anything.
those fish might be coming back, but
I see
I think we should just teleport the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
we should probably use the invisibility and try to get out.
You
and
think
we-
so?
If we can do that, and we
What
can
if we save the invisibility for later? Like maybe we
for the
can use it.
bastion.
Yeah, that could really come in handy. A half an hour.
If you have teleport too.
Yeah, that's at least
Okay,
try.
can we
But-
at least try to?
Didn't it affect... My magic was weird with the dark crystal. The dark stone. It was bad for you?
Well, what if
Would
we
you
get
like me
out
to
of
hold
here?
the bag of holding?
I haven't tried, I guess, yet.
What if we Hey, I don't understand magic, but what if we were to swim to like the top of this whale and then we were out there
And we teleported
and
back to
then
our
you
inn.
did the magic?
Maybe to the base of the
the
shaft.
shaft.
And
I
so
really like
Well,
that
if we
word.
can save the necklace, the relic, we should. Because, I mean, if we don't have to use it, we can give it back to her.
Because we can also, like, take the day and, like, heal up, you know, and, like, feel better.
Let's try and do that, but can we at least try to collapse some of these tunnels in so they can't get back here as easily?
I got
explosive arrows.
I
I'll
got
try my best.
Ooh, I could.
On my pickaxe, I can
Um,
help collapse the
I
ceilings
have
in.
2 daggers.
I could put explosive runes everywhere.
Oh,
So if somebody came in here and was like reading some shit.
How long do those last?
That's an excellent idea, though.
Oh, this is nice.
At the very least,
I think they're permanent.
can we
aren't they?
detonate them?
Wiggum used a volcanic storm and an ice storm. Yeah, she used those against the crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was the one that blew up the big glowing
daggers.
one.
I have my lightning spells prepared, but I don't think that's a good idea underwater.
Yeah, no, not really.
I got one of them is adamantine, the other is silver. I think I've got a real chance of this.
Garen's in the background just like, woo.
You also have a pretty gnarly club on the
permanent
side.
until discharged.
Nice on your side.
Wiggum pulls it,
Oh.
and her
They
mace,
took my
Oh,
mace.
okay,
her
nice.
morning star. I can smack it.
They took both.
Okay, if we were to take like a 20, could we
I lied. One of them's iron. One of
on
them's
this
silver.
this shaft going or this tunnel, you know, at the end here. If we
Uh-huh.
were to take a 20 and
Please say
take the
shaft.
time we could to just break it up enough to make it unstable, but enough that we can get back and then like use a little spell
shoot
to
it or something.
yeah, do a story.
And
Yeah.
Because we're
It's
taking
gonna take you some time to
Do
make
3
it.
times. It's permanent until dispelled,
is discharged.
and it's a 66 and a 10-foot radius.
What is that?
66.
The explosive
Runes.
Oh.
rooms.
So
Okay.
anybody in 10 foot within 10 feet are damaged. 66.
What's the perception to notice it?
We'll
It's probably your
see the
spell.
Well-
spell modifier. It's a level
Yeah.
3 level spell, so 20.
Okay. Yeah, you could
I
cast
said
as
that.
many of those as you'd want in here, but I will say that
Excellent.
it's going to take you some time to craft it in that specific way. So it'll take you maybe
Are you talking his spell
no
to break it?
to break it in the way that you want it to break. It's probably going to take you a couple hours,
Then,
but it can be done.
how about we do this? How about we go through this tunnel again, seal it up. You cast one of those on it, so as soon as they try to literally start to remove it, that's what detonates it, which will then hopefully detonate everything and make it all come down.
Booby trap.
I
Booby
suppose.
traps.
Or
Boobies?
Traps. Booby traps.
Headlights. Whoosh.
And so we're talking
Oh,
about
can we see?
on this side of
we
things.
can't really see.
On this
There
side
we
of
go.
things.
Oh,
I'd
good.
do it.
She points.
Excellent, good.
What
Watch
we're-
out, Wiggum, that's... Oh, don't look directly at him, everybody, that hurts.
The fish.
She's pointed back, just kind of like at where you guys are working, where Garen is ticking away at it.
Put a couple on this wall.
This one?
Yep, and then put 1 or 2 on this wall once we get out.
Sure.
I'm
So I'll
sitting
go-
there
That seems
while
fair.
they do
Yeah, that
this.
seems like a good booby trap.
While they do this.
Boobies!
Oh, boy.
Yes, boobies.
I'm saving one spell magic today.
Is that it?
I'm going to save one dispel magic.
Okay.
So I'm only casting
spell
twice.
magic. I have 2
So
So
spells.
you cast one on
Dispel
each of the
magic.
rock walls.
Yes.
While they're doing all the magic stuff and like being smart about where to place things, I'm sitting in a corner looking at my daggers going, no one appreciates you.
Garen,
You're so
Garen
useful
from afar
all
is
the
like,
time.
Seriously,
No one appreciates
wanna help me hit the wall?
What, my fist?
Daggers.
why would you hit daggers on the wall? You're just gonna
It'll
make them,
help.
you're gonna dull
I'm
them.
gonna go and like kick it with my heel.
How much?
Uh,
Is that an attack? Like, are
I
you
mean, she wanted me to hit the wall.
okay? Why don't you make an attack roll
Don't
at
break
the
your
wall?
foot.
she breaks her foot by kicking the wall.
That's
into
a
her.
15.
You hit.
We do hit
Roll a
the
d4.
Don't break
I
your
have
foot.
2
Do you want me to add my
dispel
strength?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a
So
6.
Perfect.
There's a little
I've never been this
dust falls
wiped
from where
out
Wiggum was
spells.
hitting. She's like,
You're
see,
doing good there.
now she's
Yeah.
helping. She feels a part of the team.
Don't
This is
patronize
just-
me, and I go over in the corner again.
Start filling through daggers.
But Circes, I have the headlights. Help me.
What are headlights?
Whoosh.
Don't
Oh
look
my.
in.
They're lights that you put on your head.
Alright.
Or
Okay,
you-
but those are on her boobs.
They're for
so
splunking, so this is like
It's hands-free and
feminine
head-free.
splunking. I don't know.
Alright, I'm done with this conversation, so I'm just gonna walk away.
Alright, so you guys spend your 2 or 3
Very
hours preparing this, laying your traps.
Okay, can we use teleportation to try to get out of here once we get to the basis of...
The shaft!
Let's
We should
just
try
go.
and save all the stuff we've got just in case, because I can teleport us. But I don't know how it'll work with that, and I think we should avoid that.
with
Well, then we
teleportation?
can't.
Well,
But
I
then
can
we have to
sneak
use
out
the
on my own.
invisibility. It's one or the other.
If I need
That is
to.
the choice.
I guess that's right.
So we could try
We
it.
could put you in a bag of holding.
Do we want to teleport from here?
We can't
Do
put
we
them
want to
back.
go to the bottom of the well?
Let's go to the...
We wanted to go to
Bottom
the
of the
bottom
well.
of
Are
the
we trying to
shaft.
sneak out or what?
I suggest we, if I, correct me if I'm wrong, but we want to teleport out of here. And if
Okay.
that doesn't work, then we can try and sneaking out using the invisibility again.
So we're gonna teleport from later into this cave. Is that
We're going back up the well to the bottom of the shaft.
Where all the daggers was pointing down. And from that
It's not one
base,
of
we'll
those.
try and teleport out of
No,
here
this
back
is
to
way
inn or whatever.
Preferably our room that's
Our
not
room,
being
okay.
watched.
Is that...
If that's possible. Is
Yes.
that possible? Can you do that?
Yeah, if she can focus on that room. She should be able to focus on that hotel room
I mean, yeah.
and get us
Yeah.
there.
But I'm just also not a magic person.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't really know.
Roland has apparently lost all of his alchemical things in the fight, because now he can't. I don't know where shit is.
He fell on his belly and just shattered all.
Oh, that's
There's just
sad.
liquid and there's...
You know,
No one breathe in. Works.
I can breathe. It's not gonna get me. He's healed and damaged and healed, he's fine.
Yeah, no, it's what happened was he broke them all, but they were all health things, and then he inhaled them.
There we
so
go.
he's fine.
He has the air bubble around his face coming from the medallion.
There we go.
Okay, shall we go? Let us go. Let us
Okay, let's
execute the
go,
plan.
let's go.
So after leaving this chamber, we go back through the other chamber where there's a bunch of different spokes.
So,
Do we want to?
what are you doing with headlights?
I suggest the same thing we did before, where she kind of like muffled
Covered
them
them.
and focused them and like put back, so we had enough light to move forward, but not so they were like facing outward.
Okay, so as you start to walk,
And then-
she tries to muffle, but you see the fish in the distance.
Okay. Maybe kill the lights if the fish start coming over.
You see the fish like coming rapidly, and she.
Okay, everybody stay close. Hold hands.
I grab Sybil's hand.
make sure nobody else is in here too.
Roll perception.
Yeah, I'll roll.
That's like holy shit.
How far does your dark vision go?
60 feet.
60.
Okay, all of our dark vision folks.
Oh, there's my pens. Dark vision. That's a nat one.
Garen
Damn
is
it,
blinded by the
Davina.
lights.
27
Okay.
19.
on the
All right.
10 plus 9.
You see the fish swimming around looking for the light. You
Kind of
see
ignoring
that
us.
doesn't seem to be much going on by the fish, but again, it's hard to see past their movement.
I'm gonna send dancing lights to the top. Just
Okay.
try to get them out of my
Where are you
way.
starting the spell?
Up high already.
All right.
3 globules.
Smart.
All right. They last maybe a second before they're consumed.
But would it be enough to draw all the fish up?
It draws some of them up. It kind of moves up, but there's a lot of
I've
fish.
got
Are these
4
fish
more.
actually like
Do you-
threatening?
2 more. Yeah.
All right. Now it draws most of them up. There's a few stragglers.
And now, do I see anything with that 27?
You don't really see a whole lot else in this room. It seems like it's mostly the fish.
We're in the big room with all the spokes.
Yeah,
Okay.
down the other, the place where the fish initially came from, you hear some bubbling noises, but it's a little different than what you've heard before.
Guys, there's a sound from over there, but I think we should probably avoid it.
There's also a
Let's go.
Do you think we should investigate?
No. I
the
think we
sound
should.
of pickaxes.
Somebody's
Hi
not
ho! Hi ho!
Shh, guys, don't sing that song right now. I know it's really funny, but
Well, if there's other survivors down here. We should probably go and get them.
No, I don't think so.
We got everything that we need.
We're gonna
And
draw attention
we're
to
all
ourselves.
pretty not exhausted and stuff.
Yeah.
Can we maybe
Well, then you cooks for it.
maybe we can just stealth down there and look to see if they need help, because if they were trapped down here with the Hydra, I doubt that they're evil people.
What if it's another Hydra?
Then we can stealth back. Sounds a little bit like pickaxes to me, but I didn't think that thing had
Yeah, but what if
dexterity.
they alert the gods? Mofo can get down the shaft easily.
But remember what the note said, that the only people that ever came down here were, came back without mom. I just want to make sure that we don't
I
have
don't know
any
if we should
innocents
take our
down here.
chances, guys.
I think we should get the fuck out of here. Personally. I'm open to a vote there.
I mean, unless we want to send one person or like somebody down.
Like, I just imagine everyone looking at Circe's.
Yeah, can we send you two down there to just take a quick look and then come back?
Do you want to do this, Cersei?
I mean, we can.
How long
We
is one round
sneaky
in battle?
poo.
6 seconds.
How far down is
You
this
kind of
knife
have
coming
to
from?
realize something, though.
It's hard to tell underwater at a distance. You just know it's down, but
Okay.
at your 60-foot vision range,
Okay.
you can't really.
You kind of have to realize something, though. I can't see shit.
Well, then do you want
Well-
me to go down and look?
You could go with him just as backup. And
I'll go
you
with
can
you.
look. Yeah, I'll wait
You're gonna come
here.
with me?
I'm not real stoked about it, but let's go.
Okay, I will wait here if you
Alright.
want. So I
How do you
don't.
know I don't have dark vision?
So
I
won't
have low
hinder
light
you.
vision.
I'm gonna grab
I'll
Garen's
have
hand.
dark vision.
All right,
Okay,
you're
you
holding
two-
hands with Garen.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is so that I can cast greater invisibility
Oh,
in a
that's
moment.
something to do.
Okay.
Yeah, if you two need
So
help,
roll
just
stealth together.
Let me know.
No, god damn it, dude. 13 plus 18 is 31.
Yeah,
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
3 plus what?
12 total.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
It's not terrible. But
We still have pass without a trace on everybody,
Thanks,
by the way.
Galen.
So I'm sorry. What did you get?
31.
So you got about a 22.
Okay, everyone still has pass without a trace, by the way.
Okay.
That's
So
That's
you are not the strongest swimmer, especially holding hands. Garen pulls you along.
Cute.
Which you see, and I think Wiggum, you and does Wiggum have low light or dark?
She has
Yeah,
low
we-
light.
You
She's
took
a
herself,
half-elf.
so.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
they're both half elves, so they.
Okay,
I can
so
see.
you're the only one who can see this. And Roland, I think. I don't know about Roland.
Roland
You took
doesn't.
her boat,
he is half-
so I don't
Okay, so you watch them as they swim off together. You guys, how far or how long are you going to travel? Just until you...
until we see something.
Until I see something.
Okay.
Moving towards the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you both would roll perception, please.
Do you want me to track with them?
Hmm?
Do you want me to track with them stuff?
Yes, please. Thank you.
22.
25.
All right. So you're doing less of the swimming because you move slower, so you can look a little more. So you go for, because you go at half speed if you're stealthing. So you go for maybe
She's low light.
5 minutes. You're swimming slowly along, and then you see the beginning of an open room where the noise is definitely getting louder, and you. It sounds like there's 4 or 5 picks going on at the same
Is
time.
there the glow of Darkstone?
There is a light, but it's not the same dark glow that you saw from the Darkstone.
It's more akin to like an ever-burning torch or something.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing some Darkstone, but it looks like it's moving flecks or moving crystals that are about like maybe, an inch in diameter and maybe 2 inches long that are kind of moving over somewhere, but they're kind of
They're
obscure.
moving?
Yeah. But it's just outside of the range of your vision. You can see the light,
Okay.
but you can't see the stuff illuminated by the light,
Yes.
unless you get closer.
This isn't Darkstone, so should we worry about it? I mean,
I'm not too worried about it.
should we get closer or should we just go?
I am kind of curious now that we made all this way to see who's doing the picking.
Alright. We'll try to sneak closer
Okay. Are you both going together, or one of you breaking off?
No.
together.
All right. So you continue moving about.
Yeah, we're not gonna get too close, but
Just
this
close,
is how we
within
start
60 feet
seeing
to see
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So you get.
Wow.
You're moving kind of along the wall, and you kind of jump between these mounds of dirt. You see, there's a lot of broken pickaxes here.
Okay.
And as you get closer and you kind of look around the corner, you see a very large humanoid, it looks like,
Okay.
with 10 arms. It looks almost like their body is swollen and engorged with these crystals embedded into its skin. It looks like they might have been human, but there's just...
Okay.
This
I'm gonna-
one creature is burrowing.
I'm gonna moonwalk us out of there.
Should I try to talk to it?
No. I shake my head furiously at him.
The head spins like an owl and looks right at you with a natural 20.
Invisibility.
All right.
Immediately.
Okay.
So you are currently invisible. The creature starts, and you watch as 5 or 6 legs sprout out of it, and
For fuck's sake.
Is it crying?
it is crying. There are tears going down its body, but now that it stops mining.
Okay, swim up.
All right, so you swim up, and the creature.
I'm gonna.
Did it go down the hall?
No, it went to about where you were.
Okay, I was like, oh fuck.
Can I message? Can I send a message to it?
To it.
I need you to re-roll stealth now that it saw
Why are
you.
you trying to talk to it?
I think you're a good idea. Go for it.
Stealth plus 20 for plus 40 since we're stationary, or
Yeah,
20?
And 20 because you moved.
Okay.
But we're visible.
15 plus
I know, that's the
18.
plus
Okay.
20.
It's a plus
Yeah.
20.
15 plus 18 is 33 plus 20, so 50.
3.
33.
Okay, you are averaged at 43.
I mean, just a modest 43. It's fine.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to talk to it?
That's like my normal.
The head
stealth roll.
splits,
That's like I could have 4.
and there it almost so the eyes are looking 2 different directions. There's tears,
I
They're-
mean,
they're actually
it got
dark
bubbling
tears.
up, probably, because
Yeah,
we're in the water.
but it's like these dark. It almost looks like dark stone, and it just
so
kind
there's
of
dark
like
stone embedded into its body.
it just kind of is crying and you
Was
hear
it
light
is
sobs.
Is it the dark stone crystals or is it those little crystals that were floating? That are
That's
embedded?
that was what was embedded in its skin.
The little ones that are floating.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
so
were
not
floating,
Dark
they
stone.
were moving, but you couldn't tell that they were
Okay.
attached to something.
Okay, they're not dark stone though.
So you're casting a message on it?
I'm actually gonna hold off until I see what it does.
Alright, it's just looking around,
I'm gonna do a.
crying, and
I am gonna do ghost sound. Closer to the farthest end of the chamber, away from the opening.
okay. So, what sound are you making?
It sounds like an animal
Swimming.
swimming or moving.
Okay. Any animal in particular? Just sound of
People
water?
Pebbles.
swimming.
Yeah, like
Pebbles hitting the
a
ground.
larger creature, like a
Okay.
humanoid.
It looks over in the direction that you cast. What languages do you speak?
Common and orc.
I'm not here. So
It's not copied over just quite yet.
We're using you as a translator earlier.
You should.
We did.
Yours, the street below of our group.
We were.
What languages we on this new sheet?
It's right under attacks. It's right before skills.
It's just a
like
long
one
language.
singular line.
Right at the top of the yellow.
Okay, I have not copied them over. I know that I can speak Goblin, Draconic, Common,
Celestial.
Giant.
Okay. It's a mix of common and something else that's broken, but it's why, where, you go, pain, mine, mom. It just kind of looks around, and the arms kind of retract into its body, and it just has 2 very large arms.
Oh, we
And
can't
it-
see each other.
Just hold
No, we're holding
Yeah,
hands.
you're holding hands, but you can't. And then it kind
I'll
of starts
watch out for
moving
Garen's
down.
face.
It kind of starts moving down the hallway that you came from.
Okay. Whisper to Sybil. Maybe Sybil can hear it.
Okay.
How far does it go?
It's now.
Whisper goes 100 and something feet.
It's
You have been
100
swimming
plus.
for 5 minutes at half of your speed. You are not within the range of Sybil.
Fuck.
Per message?
We should sneak as close as we can behind it and
Then, yeah. Here. Or just do that.
Okay.
We're sneaking behind
But
it.
yeah, super
Alright.
stealthy. As soon as I think we're in
Range.
and we're trying to stay far enough back to where if I did whisper a message, they wouldn't hear it with our stealth roll.
Okay. After it walks a little bit, you watch as the legs separate and it kind of almost propellers. They just kind of rotate and it
Oh.
starts moving forward. It's fairly rapidly because you guys are stealthing, right?
Yeah.
It's now gone from your vision.
Yes, Cersei.
What is around us?
What is around us?
Ish.
It's an open area.
Are they in
Still
the
a bit of a
round
fish.
room? When we went down the left tunnel.
Yes.
Okay, where
There's
the fish came to
There's
us.
still
Okay.
some fish out and about.
What kind of fish?
You know Garen's fish? I think George?
Yeah.
It's like that, but they're inverted colors.
Alright.
Oh, yes, they don't really. They have eyes. They're just not very noticeable, I think. Or what I would imagine have eyes. I don't know. They're strange fish.
They eat people.
They eat light.
So, yes, but only you. Okay.
What?
I mean, you're like the brightest person around.
No, they physically eat light. Like,
Oh, so
Ghost
like not
lights,
just
they
like
eat
good
that.
things.
no,
Okay.
not metaphorical light. Like literal light.
Okay.
You did. Why else would we be in the dark?
You hear
Because it's dark.
roll perception.
Oh,
Roll perception.
there's something coming from over there.
Are we close enough to know?
Not yet.
Fuck.
Can I message the beast still? Am I in range to?
After we finish this, you might be able to.
13 plus 9, so 22.
It sounds like a propeller, like a boat.
Do I know what a propeller is?
Yes, the
Yeah.
propellers exist. There were some on the submersible, on
Oh,
the
okay.
Garden of the Sea.
Do you hear that?
You
It's
hear
like
it.
a propeller.
And with that, we're going to switch back over.
Okay,
I like
so
that we're the
range
awkward
is
interlude
100
always.
feet
Always.
plus
Love
10
it.
feet per level. So you should actually be able to do it like
200.
200 feet.
210.
210 feet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sometimes
so you can try and message the creature, but you can't see it.
Yeah,
And it quickly left your
It
vision.
doesn't matter. The whisper can, as long as there's nothing in between you.
So I'm gonna try to cast.
One
Okay,
foot of
and what are you
stone,
trying to get
1
across?
inch of metal.
we're not here to hurt you. We come in peace.
Says.
Peace.
Pieces.
Why?
Fuck.
Why you leave me, Mom?
I'll be your mother.
Your mom's not too far. She's here in spirit.
No diplomacy
I just added skill ranks to diplomacy.
with disadvantage.
Girl, I can't do anything. I'm just dragging you with me.
Twelve. Didn't add that much. So I remember, yeah.
Mom not here. She leave me.
Is this fruit?
I
Yeah, I was like,
find
yeah, we're gonna do
you.
boot all over
And
again.
it is going down the hall. Which now at that point you feel the connection break out of distance. You guys, we're gonna switch over to.
As soon as I
So
hear
it's
the
heading back to
propeller,
us?
There was a stop.
Is it heading back to us again?
You don't know, but it lost distance,
Okay, so probably.
yeah, as soon as we hear that sound,
and then there's a sudden stop.
going to encourage our group to hide.
Hide. Is it okay? How about ducking around the tunnel?
I can't see it.
Okay, follow me, ladies.
So we're
gonna go.
and Roland.
And Roland.
And ouch! Oh, Roland, you too. Sorry.
I think you're the only person who can see out of these four.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
So
It's
you
such
know,
a bad
Since
idea.
this was the left side, we want to go
Yeah.
to the tunnel that we first went down and found the pickaxe and the dead body in the wall,
Okay then.
and just hide right around the corner
Okay.
and be like, okay, You guys.
So as you're doing that, you hear the propeller noises stop. And then start up again.
Okay, we stealthing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since we don't have the other sheets, just stealth for you two.
Oh, I have Wiggum's. if you
Okay,
want it.
yeah, stealth for
That's what I
Wiggum,
did.
but
Oh God.
What'd you get?
Nice.
Congratulations, honey.
So
Carry in the team.
Cersei's got 39,
3.
okay.
and Wiggum got 20, not natural.
I got a 22.
And then Roland got whatever I gave him.
Probably something shit high because he's stealthing motherfucker.
Well, I don't have a sheet, so I'm guessing.
That's fair.
You guys averaged a 23.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're gonna switch back to you two.
Well, you didn't hurt us.
I didn't hurt us. That's the best I can ask sometimes.
So you guys are booking it now? Not
Yes.
stealthing, just
Yeah, we're just booking it now.
all right.
But they
So-
are invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, we still have a plus 20.
We have a full minute, just over a minute of invisibility
All right.
total.
So you guys actually see the creature ahead of you at the fringe of your vision with the tails. It's almost made it to the big room where you see this very large creature, like very broad shoulders, kind of the face is back together, so it looks almost humanoid and just kind of lost, confused, dark tears, and you see the crystal sticking out of its body. And then you watch as it passes and you see the spinning legs. And it just, as it reaches the room, they coalesce into 2 legs and it just kind of lands on the ground.
Can I message again?
You can try.
Do you need help getting out of here? Where is your mother?
Mom is gone. She leave. I stay. I work. Where are you? And it starts looking around the room, starts going down and looking down the
I'm
tunnels.
gonna sense evil from it. Take
Can I roll
take a
knowledge
moment to
nature
knock
when
that out.
I get a second?
You can do that after
Okay.
this.
Alright.
It is outside of your range at the moment, but as it starts to look down,
Just keep focusing on it as soon as it looks
it's not
like
evil. It feels like the crystals are an influence and they themselves have been corrupted more than the Darkstone. And then you roll knowledge nature.
Please, can I see if it's monstrous humanoid?
Sure.
That's 9 plus 12, so 21.
It probably didn't start out that way, but it seems like it very much could be a corrupted humanoid of sorts. But for your purposes, yes, you could get your bonuses
Consider
on
it monstrous humanoid.
So,
it. You hear the propeller noise very loudly.
Yeah.
Well, no, it
do we
stops,
hear
right?
the speech?
He said it landed on his feet or on the ground.
Yeah, but it stopped, but they heard. She can't see anything.
I can't see anything. But do we hear the speech, the voice?
Yeah.
Speak. Okay, I speak Common, Aquan, Elven, Sylvan, Darkfolk, Goblin, and Halfling.
You don't understand the other broken
Okay.
portion of it.
That's what I want to know.
What does Wiggum speak?
Common, Elven, Sylvan, Drow, Sign Language, Draconic, Abyssal. Something I can't read, and Infernal.
Okay, Wiggum.
I know Celestial and Common. Thanks for asking.
I knew it. She spoke. She understands and is kind of like whispering to all of you. There's another voice saying, "Find them, stop them. Don't let them leave."
I'm gonna cast Hungry Earth at the creature because its feet are on the ground,
Okay. So,
and I'm gonna.
can I
So in that situation, can I? The spell would eventually suck the thing under the ground, but would I be able to stop it? At will, wherever it is.
you could
it's-
probably stop it,
so it doesn't die.
but also, Hungry Earth is just a pit, right?
it's like quicksand.
It swallows.
It just starts to like.
devour.
Okay, it'll function a little differently underwater,
So,
in that it may not suck it down. It gets more. If it didn't get a save, it gets a save
it does
now.
get a save.
Okay, so the save DC is reduced for what it has to get.
Okay. It has to do a combat maneuver check.
Okay, and what does it have to beat?
16.
The Hungry Earth starts and it doesn't notice. It just kind of floats above it. And the head, you see, split and start to look. You kind of see this purple glow of the crystals, but it's very, very faint and very difficult to pick up.
I look at Garen and I say,
I think we need to go with the whole group invisibility thing.
Wait, it's your call, man.
We have 5 minutes and 30 minutes.
Where, Mom? And the tears. There's this dark light that you kind of see pooling. Well, you all see this, but...
We need to catch up to them then.
yeah, so can we try to...
And the other voice that Wiggum translates is, find them.
There's 2 voices in this.
We're trying
It
to catch
seems
up
as though
to
it's
these guys.
crying. And you look so unnatural.
And it's still looking around the room.
Should I throw a dagger at
It goes... At this point, you guys, I'm assuming, have made it in.
I hope so, yeah.
And it has made it to the entrance. And is kind of looking down the entrance. It hasn't looked down your hallway yet. But you guys roll perception, Zempe and Garen, to see if you see the group. You need to beat a 23.
9 plus 14. 23.
You just barely see them. You almost miss them
Okay.
going through.
19.
I'm just
Zempe's
sticking out a
holding
little
ground.
too far out beyond a rock, just because I can't see the fucking rock.
Okay, we're gonna swim. I'm gonna swim us directly to these fuckers.
Alright, so there's a rush of water.
Okay, bad idea. I put my hand on Sybil. Bad idea. That thing is fucking after us now.
It seems like it's in pain and crying. It's asking for its mother.
It still wants us to die.
It's also trying
You
to
didn't
find
hear
us.
that portion.
Okay.
Yeah, we
It
didn't hear
just
that part.
wants to. It's
I don't think that was a good
It's
idea.
supposed to find us. It has 2 voices in it.
What?
I don't sense any evil from it. It only influences those crystals.
Well, if it's trying to find us, then we need to go.
I mean, I've heard about Two-Face, but Two Voice is new to me.
Me too.
The other voice is... She... Bleh.
Okay.
And it kind of looks down the hallway.
I don't-
Your guys' invisibility.
I think we should try and talk to it. Or can we use teleportation right now?
I've been trying to talk. I think we should teleport the fuck out of here.
Where?
Mom. Or I fucking touch this little thing and we all go invisible.
Let's teleport out of here.
Someone needs to hold my 2 bags of holding so I can get into a bag of holding.
It is moving up to you guys and it sees
Shit.
Sybil and just kind of holds out a hand and starts like walking.
I'm gonna grab Sybil's hand so she doesn't do anything stupid.
And
She's gonna do the stupid
I'm
thing.
gonna
I hope
reach
you
out.
know.
Alright.
And we're gonna
So-
see as soon as I touch it.
We're gonna do what?
What-
As soon
what
as
are you doing?
feel it.
Alright, so it's gotten real fucking close. Alright.
As soon as Sybil touches it, I pull Zempe out of the bag.
And you watch as Sybil's holding hands.
Senpei's head is just sticking out of her bag.
Lord of darkness.
It's already fucking dark.
You can see this creature
20.
now illuminated this close.
20. Oh, that's a lie. 26.
What other are you using any mercies? What can you heal?
Okay, so it's 20 if I'm using a mercy. If I'm not using, if there are no mercies that take hold,
Yeah.
it's 26.
Okay.
Shaken, dazed, or cursed.
You watch as your light kind of illuminates the space, and you watch as the light kind of moves up its arm, and you see crystals popping out of its body, and its hand starts to shrink. And it just kind of looks at it, but the other hand seems to be moving independent, with one of the heads looking at you,
Oh, creepy.
and it grabs your wrist.
Okay. Can I cast it
Dagger
again?
attack?
Yeah, you can.
And cast it again.
I have my cold iron dagger.
Damn it, we're
on.
using all the restoration on that fucker. I'm
And
still down a level.
I am prepared to hurt this thing if Sybil if it attacks Sybil at all. I'm gonna hit
Okay.
it.
24. 27 if I'm not using mercy.
And you watch as it kind of moves up, and it looks like all that's left is kind of the head, because the legs have kind of shrunk down, but the head is still split, and is kind of shifting one of them towards you, reaching out, and you see teeth appear out of part of its skull.
Okay. Cover me. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna touch his head. I'm gonna use it again.
And you're readying an action to attack it.
I am so ready.
And as it kind of clamps on your hand, and the teeth start to dig in.
Zoom.
Should this thing hurt Sybil at all, I am on this.
Okay, so it did bite into Sybil's hand.
I'm gonna
As you watch as the light of...
I'm gonna message. I'm gonna message again, saying like,
Friends, not enemies. We're your friends, not enemies.
So this is coming from the gentleman that
You don't have to
I've
message.
been
We're
doing like
right next to
25,
it.
27.
Sure, yeah.
I got 9
good call.
plus 3. I got 12.
And you watch as the head stitches back together, and you pull your fingers out just in time, and you watch as a crystal seems to wedge out of its skull, and it's very jagged and barbed, and
Since it hurts Sybil, I have my knife at its throat, not cutting it, just there.
it's just...
Are you okay?
And the tears.
Why?
You can tell it's crying, even though you can't see it crying. And it just hugs you. And there's a pile of these crystals on the ground, and you see that there's this dark smoke coming from them.
Just gonna rub its back.
Just-
It's okay.
Just sobbing.
Is it a human?
And then you watch as it starts to sob, and it starts clutching its throat.
Yep.
Oh god.
Cast air bubble.
Or life bubble? Or
Air bubble.
Okay, and you watch
It's
as
the individual one, not
and
all.
it coughs up water, and
I have one that affects one person, one that affects everybody.
Alright.
Air bubble.
alright, so there's an air bubble around.
Thank you, Dan.
You're now holding this crying human.
What does this human look like?
This human, it's hard to tell by the light of the purple, but it's just kind of patchy, looks injured in ways that your
Male
mercies
or
wouldn't do.
female?
Appears to be male,
Okay.
but there's not
Haggard.
yeah, very haggard.
What are you doing down here?
I'm hiding.
Why?
My mom sold me
Your mom sold you?
so she could eat, and
Oh.
I would eat.
You're from the above. On land.
What's your name?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
What do you want us to call you?
Just don't leave. I don't care what you call me.
Do you want
Alright,
out
I
of
don't
here?
care what you call me. Let's get out of here.
We're gonna save you. We're gonna help you, but
How?
you have to do exactly as we say, okay?
And it just kind of moves away from the crystals and kind of like climbs onto Sybil. But they're very small. They're very
And
gaunt.
also, it's like we're underwater. So
yeah,
it's
so it's just kind of an
buoyant.
awkward, just like
It's like-
avoiding the crystals.
Do you agree to listen
They're
to
small, so it's like a
Sorry
mix
about
between a
that.
halfling and a human. It's like an adolescent.
Malnourished
Okay.
adolescent
I'll
child.
just baby cradle it.
Okay.
Oh.
And they're curled into Sybil,
Baby
just kind of clutching at your armor to keep you closer.
Okay.
Let's teleport if we can.
Okay, so
Was this the only person down
should we
there?
put this person in the bag of holding and you in the bag of holding?
I'm not letting go.
I'm sorry, but I just cast air bubble on your head, so
You'll be okay. You'll be safe in there.
We
That's
can
what Mom said.
We're here for you.
I don't want to ride in the same bag as him.
Too late! Get it!
Ah! And then disappears into the bag.
ah!
You're in the bag and you're just like, I can't see.
Stroke my baby.
And just kind of is like stroking you. You're like my teddy bear.
It's gonna be alright.
They're both just crying in the bag of holding.
Visualizing
fair-
our hotel room.
To be fair, I have 2 bags of holding, one of which could definitely fit you. I put you in the same bag anyway.
Can you message from inside of a bag of holding?
Different
No.
plane.
It's obscure.
I'm gonna be in
So
trouble
I'm
when you get out,
assuming
but
Wiggum
okay.
is gonna cast.
Well, yeah, I mean, Zenpei's in the bag of holding. What do you expect?
Again,
Okay.
was that person the only one that was down there?
She's just kind of like
As far as we know, it
hands
had
you
like 10
the-
arms.
the glowing bag.
And 10 legs.
It's like, watch that. And you kind of like,
We hold hands.
all
That's
hold
pretty
hands.
Please work. Oh dear lord, please work.
Please!
She has 2 of these left.
Oh, okay.
I think.
2 chances.
Maybe. I think 2.
Oh, my spells are done. Most of my spells are done.
You all just feel this swirl. Oh, are you handing me a coin?
Yep, we're getting to where we need to be.
You only get 1 shot. Do not miss
That
a chance
changes
to blow.
things.
Good! Yeah.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
You are in the room.
Horton is standing over us, pooping. Not where we want it to be!
I just pull out the kid. No!
Oh! Use the poop bag!
I pull out the kid and Zempe.
And you're currently in the room.
Oh my god.
The room looks like it's been cleaned. And the kid is just holding on to
this
Zembe,
the
and they're
sec-
both crying.
This is the
I'm heading
secret
sleeping
room,
away
right?
from that
This is the
motherfucker
secret.
immediately.
So, to tell you what it was going to be,
Mhm.
you're going to appear in the middle of
The square.
the market.
Oh.
Would have been that bad.
We don't know.
It would have been weird, but it wouldn't
By
have
the
been
guard
that
Well,
bad.
but he
tower.
was inside of the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah, we
But-
could have probably talked our way out of it, but it was nice to
But it
not
did
have
make a
to.
difference.
Yeah.
So you're currently in the
I'm
room,
glad
and they're
we-
both crying.
Good job.
Just the
No, heavens
you haven't leaped them away, or you?
I'm gonna say that I haven't leaped them away, yes.
I'm handing Wiggum back
Bad.
the creepy bag because I don't want to deal with it.
Did you have the bag with all the crystals in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get
Here
it
you
back.
go.
And they're just kind of like, they kind of crawl over and
It's okay.
crawl around you.
It's okay.
Okay, you guys, we need an alibi. We just fucked some serious shit up.
We
What
didn't
time is
know
it?
it was us.
But we need
You're
to.
not really sure.
We need an excuse as to
Um,
what we were doing. We were
There's
sleeping.
bustling downstairs.
Let's,
Is it like
let's go
the
downstairs
beginning
and pretend
of
like
the
we're just getting up for the day.
Ish.
What's
We look like
Probably
shit.
early-ish morning.
How convincing do you think we're gonna be right now?
We
So
just
let's
clean
clean
up.
ourselves up a little bit and go have some food casually in the diner.
Pretty sure I haven't looked this fucked up in a long time,
The-
my friends.
What are we doing with our friends?
Human's fingers are tracing your armor and the symbols on it. Still crying.
Tell them about celebrate. Get a convert.
Time and a place. Time and a place.
That was Danicka.
My time
I like
is
to
my
think that
Sarah.
that Sybil's actually like, no, you don't convert now.
Hey kid, do you like
You
stories?
have to break them down first.
Just
That's oranges. Right?
Oranges.
what's the
You
story?
beat them into submission,
Come
and
here.
then they submit.
They're kind of afraid to leave
It's okay.
Sybil.
It's
It's
gonna
okay.
be fine. She's not gonna leave the
It's
room.
okay. We'll be right
Kind of
back.
holds onto your hand and goes over near Cersei's, but doesn't let go.
It's okay.
Pull
I'm gonna
out.
get you something to eat. I'll be right back, okay? It's okay.
I pull out.
Just
one
kind
of
of clutches onto Cersei's and is actually like holding onto your arm.
Do you have anything
Come sit
to
with
eat?
me for a minute. We'll talk.
Do you have anything to eat?
I just take the kid over and
Got
start
some
telling him
cakes at the
stories.
Where are you
Right.
sitting? Just on the floor?
Mushrooms is probably a good thing.
On the bed?
Like over in a, yeah, probably on the bed.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna tell the kids some stories and try and calm them
They
down.
seem a little awkward in the air.
What does this thing look like?
So now that
we
you
can see.
see, their skin's very gray. They seem human. But the hair seems to almost have a purple tinge to it. Eyes are just black. You're not sure if this is the way that they look naturally or if somehow the crystal corrupted them in some way. But they look washed out and dark.
Here's some rations.
Just
Eat.
ravenous.
Eat.
It's gone in less than half a minute.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you
I'm
all
gonna-
managed it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna as I progress telling him stories, I'm gonna just very slowly, so as not to overwhelm his system. Or I keep saying his. Is this a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. To overwhelm his system, I'm just gonna kind of like very slowly and at measured intervals give him snacks.
Just
Because you know
yeah.
when you're starving, you
Yeah,
don't want
you
like
don't.
big
Yeah.
fucking meal. You
Yeah.
want like
Then they have
Okay, so every
time.
few
Just, like,
minutes
constant,
you're giving
but,
them like
like-
something to munch on.
this is something really small but like constant.
Okay. You hear their mouths sticking together as they eat some of the dry foods.
Give them like little amounts of water at a time.
Okay. It doesn't take them long to finish that, but they're very intrigued in your stories that you're telling.
I tell them really fun stories about pirates in
Okay.
the ocean and like fucking really cool
Okay.
like adventure stories. Because that's all I know.
So this individual is fully engrossed in Circe's at the moment.
Can you use some prestidigitation? Maybe clean this up a little bit?
Can I take one pearl and smash it in the ground? Take care of everyone's stuff.
You can try.
Circle.
You've never really
Close.
done the range of it, but you can always just...
Everybody get close.
Oh, we're invisible. Son of a bitch. On one.
Oh shit.
The kid starts to scream a little bit.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's fine. Not all magic's going to hurt you. There are some things that are just helpful. Look at them. They're fine. They're clean.
We look past and
The gray is still there, but the hair is very silky looking.
panty.
You know, it's touchy,
Very
but it's
straight.
easy myself.
It goes down to, as it is unnatted and untangled, goes down to probably their knees if they were to stand.
Who is this child?
Not mine.
What are they doing down there? And how are they corrupted so badly? Who would do that?
I think hanging out next to these things causes issues.
Okay.
The same
If I could
fuckers.
guess.
The same fuckers that build warships.
Put that away.
Bloop, into my backpack.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go answer
I was
the
like,
door.
did you just put your bag of holding in the bag of holding? Because I'm gonna fucking end you.
Okay.
I walk to the door and answer it.
We heard a scream. Is everything okay? Kind of
Yeah,
looks in,
everything's fine.
trying to look in.
Who is it?
It seems to be one of the workers from downstairs.
What time of day is it? Did we get back with the morning?
It
What time?
appears to be morning-ish. You spent a couple hours, or several hours
Um,
getting down there and then building, so it's probably been 6 hours since you
Yeah,
left.
but we left like really stupid early,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's probably like
10.
almost noon, but not
Yeah.
quite.
No, everything's fine. We just were
Oh.
having some potty tricks.
They're trying to look around you to see what's in the room. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have
Do you
a...
need
The,
anything?
the bed is just over outside of their view, so
Yeah.
you have to really get past it to see.
Are you? Did you need anything else?
No, we just were wondering if the scream came from here. You have the other two rooms. Do you have people in there that we should check on?
There's nobody in there right now.
that we know of?
Are you guys still serving breakfast?
Do we have a message for
Yes.
us? We're waiting.
Oh, I can go check. I can be back up.
Thank
or if
you.
you want to stop down, whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
We'll come down.
Okay.
Thank
What's
you.
your name, by the way?
Seafoam.
Galga.
Galga?
Doug.
What? Nice to meet you, Galga. You like your job?
Go, go, go.
It's a good job. I get paid
Aw,
well, which is
cool.
nice. It's hard to
Aw.
find in this city.
Yeah. Really?
Let's start you over, brother.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll make you
Well,
king.
if anyone has money, they're trying to get home.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Mhm.
We'll be down in a little
Okay, if you need anything, just let us know. No need to scream.
You're welcome to check the other rooms.
bit.
Get out!
Oh
you
god,
being
guys, don't
nosy?
want to watch!
Sushis.
Yep.
So, like, you can disguise yourself. Can you disguise other people? I
Yep.
mean, you did that in Gibberhawk too.
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it?
I
But
feel like that guy was looking for something in our room. Like, they were, like, trying to see around the door.
That's sketch.
Well, surely
Yeah.
they wouldn't know that their beast of burden down there was missing yet.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe we should disguise him just in case.
maybe clean him up a little bit.
I mean, he's pretty clean now after that pearl.
Does he have clothes?
Is he? Oh.
There's just maybe like scraps of what used to be clothing, but it's
How tall
Held
is
together by
he? Would my
threads.
clothes hold him or fit him?
Or
They're-
mine be more
they're
profile?
maybe between
They're rolling size.
your size
6'2".
and Zempe, so like somewhere in between.
Oh,
okay,
shoot.
so like,
Because
Because I'm
Me?
6'2".
What's
Like
your
the-
height?
well, no, not height. I'm talking about like with the person.
With
Because I'm real slender.
What's your weight
160.
and your height?
6'2".
I'm
They may be a little
120
big
or
on them.
210
Think of
pounds.
like trying to fit a 13-year-old in your clothes.
I'm
It's kind of
thick
big.
though. I'm 210 pounds.
Yeah,
So-
I'm really slender. I'm just tall.
Yeah.
Did Rook leave any of his clothes here?
Rook had close.
No.
Uh,
Anyway,
get a jerkin.
you know what I could do?
Sleeves.
Do we
yeah,
have
I don't know.
Roland? Does Roland fit him? Is Zenpei close to his size, or is Roland closer to his size? You're
I mean,
still
there's-
Tall for either of them.
Yeah.
well, you can
Well,
have a
here's what we do.
small monkey suit.
I'm just gonna give him my extra
Okay.
traveler's outfit.
Yeah, I would give
They're a
him
little oversized, but they're.
If he rolls up the sleeves and
Yeah.
pant legs.
It's definitely like not made for him, but
Take
Oh,
a measure
wait!
out, you're just
I
sitting
take
next
out
to
my
it.
sewing kit and I start kind of making some makeshift measurements and like cutting the fabric down.
make a craft check. Have you worked with this type of like tailors
I
before?
mean, I have
not
sewing
tailoring.
stuff and yarn stuff. And
He's made
Okay,
his
so
own
just a
clothes
straight
before.
craft check.
my mom
It's
makes
not
clothes.
tailoring, it's a different.
He made his
I am
own clothes.
arguing with terminology.
17.
'cause
Can I
I'm-
be wearing my monocle
my
or is
actual
that
job.
not?
You had to tell me you were wearing your monocle.
Ah, fuck. Okay, I always assume
17's
I'm
still
wearing my
good.
monocle. But 17.
Is it on your equipment as being worn?
No.
Okay.
Okay, 17.
All right.
Fuck it.
It's better than you've never seen Garen make clothes, but the lines are all very straight. Actually, is
17's good.
got a flair to it.
Just
like,
as long as it's not
Take
too
some
long.
extra time with the stitching to kind of actually pull it together so it form fits. Looks like they were made for him.
Okay.
Very good.
How
and
do
they're
they
very
feel,
nice.
kid?
Here.
Well, I know you're not used to clothes, but this is the best I can do.
Okay.
So do
How
some
long
more.
was that in there?
How if I know?
I'm gonna-
Sorry, I don't know. We just found you.
There's always kind of a constant
Do you
wavering
remember
lip.
anything?
Gotta braid his hair.
All right. Very, very long hair.
Long hair to braid it and make it
Okay.
shorter.
Yeah.
So it's more manageable
Oh, I was
for
just
him.
gonna use my wig, but that's good too.
You can put that one too, I suppose.
Can I make a craft check hair?
Sure.
Karen, are you going to assist?
Here, I'll use the monocle.
What color is it?
I'll monocle up for you.
Purpley.
So you get a, if I'm holding the monocle up to your face, you get a +5.
Cool. That's a 12 then. 5 plus 5 is 2.
All right.
It's
Here, there's a piece that's like falling out, okay?
But you're not used to the monocle, so you're almost focused a little too. And for a second, you were starting to braid individual hairs together.
Okay,
Too
look,
magnified.
look.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Here, let me separate it out for you.
Why are you better at this than me?
Because I work on hair a lot.
All right. I'm sorry. There was someone else who wanted to do something.
I'm just gonna use my disguise kit to kind of help make essentially like waterproof makeup to help not so gray the kid.
Okay. You've been using a lot of your waterproof stuff whenever you had to do some other down
yeah,
here.
I've not done anything really down
No.
here.
Okay, that's
You
right.
haven't done any.
You did
I did
waterproof.
I did it
Gimbal hop, right?
once at Gibble Hop.
Okay. So yeah, you probably have enough stuff for waterproof for 2 people.
Yeah, I just need the kid.
Okay. So what are you trying to do to him?
I'm just trying to like make him more human colored in
Okay.
terms of skin coloring, and you said his eyes were black.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do something about that.
Okay. How are you gonna use?
As part of my shit.
Sunglasses.
Well, as part of my shit, I can do minor details very adeptly.
I would say just unless you have something to help you with eye color, that would be very difficult. But you can get the skin color. It has kind of the peach, like very your skin.
Yeah.
They appear to be human.
Okay.
It's sticking. They kind of rub. It doesn't rub off.
Okay.
It seems like it's very oil based. Are you covering their whole body in this makeup, or just like what's
Anything
visible?
Anything you can see and like an inch further.
Okay.
So if clothing were to shift or move, it wouldn't
Okay.
be like here is a nice human color, but then the sleeves get pulled up and oh damn!
Okay.
Like
So you give him a little bit of leeway.
A little bit
Okay.
of leeway from
You do that.
movement things.
The hair kind of has like a braid that kind of curls up and then comes down the shoulder. It's more feminine, more what you're used
Yeah, what
to.
I can do.
Yeah, but it looks nice. It actually kind of has a sun style to it.
There you go.
You're a little out of practice. You don't have hair like this.
It's been a while since
You
I've
haven't
done
worked
my
with
hair
the
this way.
prayer
It's
sisters.
been a long time since my bob.
Okay.
Have you thought of a name, kid? Well, you need one. How about, that's a name I haven't used in a while. How about Azeban?
It's too complicated.
Ozzy?
I don't like that name. This.
That guy's can't be chooses, kid.
Then what do you want to be called?
A lot today.
I like the Z part.
Z.
Why Z?
Is that too? Is that
I mean,
okay?
it stands out a little bit, but if it's what you want, kid.
Z.
Okay.
We have an
Are you
asshole.
magical at all? Do you have spells and stuff?
What?
I don't think so.
Okay.
How old does this kid look exactly?
Or at
They
least
look
roughly.
like they're probably 14,
Okay,
but you're not sure what else has gone into that appearance.
right.
That's fair. Well, it looks like it might be around noonish. We can go down and see if we have our. How do we explain this gentleman, this boy?
Where am I?
You're in Undercity.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Under the water?
Under the
Under
water.
the sea.
I think that he should stay right here for the rest of our remaining time here.
And then what?
And then we take him with us. And he can
Right.
start a new life on the surface where he's like his own kind.
Yeah. Sybil, I hate to be a burden, but I'm feeling terribly weak. Is there any way you can help me, or is that tomorrow maybe, or...
Maybe we fucking sleep right now.
Well, I have a negative level right now.
Are we near Convus?
Congress. Would I have any idea what that is at all?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
you know it to be a continent.
Oh dear. You know, I think we're kind of a ways away from Congress. Right now. But once we get to the surface, maybe you can we can help you charter a boat to get there.
Where are
Alone? I don't want to go alone.
Congress, it's word to Venus,
Well,
right?
find someone to take you there.
What?
Omea?
Oh yeah.
Omea. We're off the coast of Omea, actually.
You don't want to follow us, kid.
It's
Ends up in
dangerous.
death more often than not.
Restoration.
Are you restorationing me?
Yes.
Yay!
Because your restoration removes negative levels, yes?
Does that also fix my charisma modifier?
It should.
I think
yeah,
it's-
it takes any damage off of your ability modifiers. That's what we've been.
I
doing
think-
so far.
With a negative level, it takes... Yes, I think that it does.
Okay, cool.
I will reevaluate if it needs to be two separate ones, because that's
Okay.
a lot for one restoration to do.
Yeah, because I got hit by two different things, didn't I?
Yeah.
Thanks, Sybil. I'll
Lesser
appreciate
restoration dispels any magical effects, reducing one of the subject's ability scores, or cures 1d4 points of temporary ability damage to one of the subject's ability scores. It also eliminates any fatigue suffered by the character and improves the exhausted condition to fatigue. It does not restore permanent ability drain.
It doesn't say it removes negative levels, though,
it.
does it?
So I guess that's just the charisma then.
Okay, let's try greater restoration.
I think greater restoration does.
Okay. Then I'll use my one greater restoration on you.
Sorry.
It's
You
okay,
can-
I had no one else to use it on.
Wiggum's like,
Oh, you were so... Okay.
I'll be fine. It's fine.
She's not here.
Ooh, there you go.
Thanks.
Everything's gone.
Yay.
The kid's kind of glommed onto you.
Find someone to take you there when we get back up to the surface. But we're underwater right now. Look out the window.
Greater restoration does that.
I kind of
Thank you.
They don't really look. They kind of look from where you are, kind of lean.
Why my mom? I don't want those. Okay.
Are you saying that, or is that like
No.
all internal
No,
dialogue?
it's all internal.
But if we looked at your face,
if
that's
you looked at my face,
what
you'd
it
get
would
it
be saying.
immediately.
Okay, I see that. I'm just like.
Well, we can go downstairs. Z, we're gonna have you stay here. You'll be safe here, and we'll return
I
to
don't want to be
you.
alone.
There are
Hey,
people
Garen.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Gary love to keep our friend company for a little while?
Oh, wait, I don't see why not. This is my fish. His name's Gary. He's really smart. Just hold on to him and keep him safe, and he'll.
And don't
Try-
squeeze him.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you can't. I mean, it's. The glass is intense, man. Yeah, he's kind of. You know, he's a good guy. He'll keep you happy and safe.
Z just kind of giggles, just kind of curls up with Gary on the bed,
Okay,
That's
you
so
guys
sweet.
have fun. Be good.
and he starts talking to Gary.
Stay in this room, okay? We'll be back soon with some food and stuff.
Promise?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll be right back.
I'd actually like to stay here and sleep and rest.
We'll get some rest.
I mean,
You
we
can
were
only
gonna-
regain your spells every 24 hours, even
yeah,
if you
so
sleep.
it's gonna have to be tomorrow.
Like,
But are we gonna all become exhausted? I guess we did rest before.
Yeah, we
we
did,
Like,
but
Okay.
then you left at 4, and now
Right.
it's whenever it is.
Okay. No, I'll hang out then with those guys.
We have
Okay.
to go
Okay.
downstairs
So-
and
He's sitting with Gary and talking to Gary
I
on the
mean-
bed.
Wiggum and, what's his bucket could also stay.
They're gonna-
Yeah.
They're gonna say they aren't feeling so good and just kind of like
you two
sit in
stay here
chairs.
for a while.
Yeah.
We're all
Fighting hydras is hard business, man.
I wonder if there's
See?
something we can.
No.
Oh.
Kerfuffle.
Oh,
Roland.
Roland.
Roland. Thank you. I haven't played with him yet. Or not really, like,
No,
barely.
'cause you were
so,
not here.
yeah.
So as you're heading down for breakfast, that's where we're gonna take our break.
Yay.
And we're also gonna switch to a new intermission screen. It's
Oh
our
my
sponsor
God!
screen. Enjoy.
Yeah, I could not. For the life-
Hello, everyone. We are back.
Hello.
Hi.
Is that a somebody?
Human?
Hello?
Either that or we're about to get robbed.
Have you brought sushi?
Did we lock the door?
Maybe.
Bring us
This is
sushi.
barely wet, all week.
Okay, so
Meg.
we're back.
Go and fight the intruder.
Ah, there's a
Normally
wiggle.
video.
Okay.
Did good.
Yay!
Alright. Kate, William. And
Meg's
William's picture.
Okay, well, we sent Meg out there, and Meg's dead, so who's next? Apple.
I have to run the game. I'm sorry.
Drew, I think
I
you've
need
been
to-
nominated.
Crazy couch.
Crazy couch, assemble!
Well, I gotta move.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
I want that marker to
So,
not
they're
disappear.
currently
Good boy.
down
You're
eating.
welcome.
We found a
You
child.
are upstairs, not feeling well. There is
You feeling
a
better
small
now?
human
He's like
child
14.
that has been disguised that Sybil turned a monster into by several
essentially.
mercies.
There was a monster, and I turned him into a human by healing.
Well, he was originally.
Wow.
But you guys made it out. You have
wonder what that Hydra
720
was.
pounds of darkstone.
Oh, good.
Oh God, his mom.
So you're upstairs. Roland is currently with the boy too. So if you want to come downstairs, you could. Okay. Use to teleport to get everyone out.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome. It worked.
Alright.
Good
Did
job.
it?
Yeah. It might
Alright.
have taken some gold to do.
So
but
the
okay.
four of you.
She also needs like negative level restoration.
Of gold.
Oh.
For-
You also have a
That
card
was no
somewhere
wonder
It's in the
why.
front of your thing.
Sorry.
for the fork.
Excellent.
I'm a dick.
Yeah,
I
hold it
know.
So, the four of you are downstairs having breakfast. There are jelly cakes and sliced bread that is not Parker's.
No.
Copycats, bootlegs.
I pull out my pockets.
It's so much better.
You won't believe how fresh it is.
Aw,
Makes it downstairs.
don't eat the jelly cakes.
I have one jelly cake.
Okay, there is syrup.
Temperance.
I'll compromise. I'll have a jelly cake and a half, but with no syrup.
Okay.
So it tingles, it's a little swollen, but it doesn't really affect your speech. Every once in a while, if you try and make a...
Particularly difficult.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
tried to do the amidst the mists tongue twister, you'd be pretty
Yeah,
fucked.
that's true.
You're starting to sound like me. I mean, I've got tusks though. They like come out of my mouth.
Sybil, do you have tusks?
I do not have tusks. No. No.
You sound like
No,
you
I
do.
do not.
You sound like you do.
Are you wearing your black pearls? Okay.
She's
Just
like,
dressed as normal.
I
but
do
don't-
not
Okay.
have tusks.
Where are you keeping the bag with the fork in it?
I think she has it in her
The
ornate- the
thingy.
thing that does.
Wait,
Holds
this-
little thingies.
Wait.
Oh,
This box.
the box of weightless things?
The box that holds little thingies.
Okay.
That's where I'm keeping it.
Okay, so. Alright.
Thanks.
So
Welcome.
You're now eating Parker's
What's
sliced
that,
bread.
dude?
Feeling much
It's very
better.
fresh.
Good, good.
Is our friend at the helm of the bar?
Oh, she?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, she's there.
Good morning.
Hi, Oshie, good morning. Or afternoon, whatever time it is.
It's morning.
Sorry for causing a ruckus earlier. Our friend here was just casting some funny magic tricks that pressed.
I scared everybody awake.
Yeah, a little bit. But you had one of your workers come up and check on
Yeah,
us.
we wanted to make sure everything was alright up there. Little concerned, but hijinks, whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of our friend.
Sounded like a child. Who screamed?
I did. I mean, I'm only 17.
There was a
I'm
sea
sorry.
spider.
Oh.
They're fucking terrifying.
They
They're
are.
like this big and upsetting with like the gangly ass legs, but they're not a crab. They're a fucking spider. They're upsetting.
So Garen,
She feels
roll
better.
bluff with advantage.
Okay.
It's pretty believable.
Sea spiders.
Okay, that's better.
Very passionate about the nature of sea spiders.
That's a 13.
It takes quite a man to admit that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too prideful.
Oh, you did get a response back.
Excellent.
And I didn't write it, so I'm just gonna pretend that you're reading it.
Okay.
Feel free to stop by the castle around noon, and I'd be more than happy to meet with you.
Hey, Oshie.
Crap.
Roughly what
From-
time?
Remercia. Or
Yeah.
Samia, Queen Samia.
Samia.
Oh, that was not the person we sent this to.
We sent Hansa.
we
Thornton
send Florton
and
and Remercia, but if
Remercia.
we got it from the Queen, something's fucking up.
It's like noon now, isn't
Hey,
it?
Oshi,
Ish.
what time is it?
No, it's about 10.
Oh, we're fine.
So
Take a nap.
we were
Is
gonna
there, you have
ask.
something going on?
Did you sleep?
Oh, we just require the the higher ups attention. That's all.
What?
Require a lot of that.
I'm really needy.
I pick him up. Shh, it's okay, my friend. We'll talk to the really cool nobles in just a little bit.
Alright.
Just hold on.
I can wait.
He gets really excited. Don't you, Zempe?
So excited.
Maybe we don't say it in that
I
voice.
see a little bit of bloodlust in my eyes.
Okay, I'm putting you down.
Just like distantly looking.
The music.
Is he okay?
Never. But
I
this is
don't
as good
know.
as it gets.
But
And I saw you had a
know
friend
he's-
with you. He's not present?
The
Nobody saw our
The
friend.
short one?
short one.
Oh, he's upstairs.
He's
sleeping.
upstairs.
Skin condition?
Yeah, he's,
I don't know much about it.
He's sleeping in this morning.
Is it
Honestly, we
contagious?
just met him, but no.
I don't think so.
I think they're liver spots, actually. Can't look like liver spots.
Must be a orc and human thing? You don't have liver spots.
Well, no, he seems kind of old. Like, not old, but he's like getting up in age, maybe.
Okay. I'm learning more every day.
I don't know, I don't have any liver spots, so I couldn't tell you.
Is there anything I can help you with? Still planning on staying? I heard your boat was delayed. Did you want to get your rooms for another night? All three of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
When is it due in again?
Yeah, let's do all three.
It looks like it'll be 3 or 4 days. Sounds like there's a little bit more of a current than they expected.
How much do we owe you for the rooms?
For all three of them, you've been modeled. Yes, 5 gold for
Done.
all 3.
That's generous, thank you.
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
You have done more good than you know by donating all of your food. Do you know who you're gonna give the house to?
Oh, that would be telling.
Yeah, we like to keep things a surprise.
We're still
Not from old Oshi.
Well,
We're
we're
still
still hashing out
working
some
on it, to be
details.
honest.
We don't want to let the, like,
We don't want to say the finalists, of course, because you know when people don't get it and then they're upset.
What about
and it
the
causes more
not
problems.
finalist?
Do you want to be a not finalist?
I don't. I mean.
have you ever thought about being royalty?
This way to diffuse the
Royalty or
tension.
nobility?
Do
Nobility,
you want
sorry.
hot beer?
Like royalty, I
I don't know how that
I
works.
mean,
Okay, watch your tail.
stop it.
Is that an offer?
No, but
I know.
we're
No, it's just like a hypothetical question.
Oh, I mean, like I thought about it.
What would you do if you were in nobility?
For like
Especially
a
because
I would put air tunnels around the whole city.
For
There's
real?
into a big trade. Well, I'm the only inn, so I'm kind of biased.
So you could make it so that like everybody can see
Well,
the
yeah.
entire city.
wasn't Lady Freak trying to do that before she left?
I don't say that name.
wink,
What was
wink.
that?
But yes.
Nudge, nudge.
Alright, so
But yes, Lady Calypso is doing that.
oh,
Her last name is Calypso.
I don't know if we ever knew that.
We didn't.
do
The
you,
freak Calypso.
Calypso.
What?
How do you spell that?
Kalypse.
That's
Okay.
okay.
P.S.
Yeah.
Should have saved that for last episode.
Now that you're all just sitting here.
oh.
Oh yeah.
I think I know where you're coming from here.
Do you?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Well, the doors.
There was a KK.
A K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so not.
You all kind of like are like having moments. There's like,
What else other than the air tunnels would you do? What would a normal day in Oshi's noble life look like?
I wouldn't be working as much. I'd have someone working here. Probably work on trade. I think that it's very important.
with like the outside world. And
The surface world.
are there any other merfolk cities other than Undercity?
There used to be, but
Did everybody like come together? Or
yeah, well, they were being bombed from the wars.
how none of you guys had bombs?
Well, no, we didn't have the bombs.
Oh,
But that's why we were all under this great dome. It protects us from magic, and it protects us from physical damage, and it shields the entire city.
so like, can magic not get in or out?
Not unless we want it to.
Alright, good to know.
It is
Interesting. Sorry about all the questions, it's just, we haven't had much time to talk to you.
Yeah, you've been busy.
Yeah,
There's word about you all around the city.
not what.
Really?
Well, that and your doppelgangers, I guess.
Yeah,
A lot of people that look like you, they're not... Someone's trying to keep tabs on you, I'm sure.
it's
But
kind of creepy if you were a scream.
Yeah, a little bit.
they ask me about you, and I just tell them you come in, and you go to sleep, and then you leave.
Well, that's basically what
The
we
guards. Of course, I don't tell them any more than I have to. I like my clients to be able to have some privacy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And I'm gonna flip him 10 gold.
Just a platinum? Or are you gonna like take 10 gold coins and just...
I'll do it.
Show
Okay.
about it. Make it rain.
Make it rain!
Alright, he just catches it and it just disappears down his sleeve.
Where did I put my thing? Oh no.
Anything else you've heard about us?
Good things.
Good.
She's revered as a goddess.
Was she? Basically.
It might be a little problematic.
That might be a stretch.
If you,
Very much so.
there's hope that you keep returning to the slums and do your healing every day.
Huh.
Well,
Try to, as much as we can.
every day.
We
Then
do our
the lots
best.
we have to get to
There's
know.
actually crowds waiting for you, they say, with gifts.
That's upsetting.
Well, despite what they think, she is just a person like us, too.
Well, people like you don't come around every day.
Well, I don't think many people come around.
I like
I
the thought of
Oh,
Cersei's
right.
just sitting behind in every conversation. She's like, I don't know where they.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
no
a
way.
shit.
How often do the guards?
I love it.
The guards, periodically, once or twice a day.
That's interesting.
Tell them that you're out or I tell them that you're in. I don't give them any more than that, where you're going, because I don't know that. I don't ask those questions.
No, you don't. We appreciate that.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking
Weird question. How long has Mr.
Zanzibar?
Oh
Sassafras.
my god. Gallagher worked here.
Oh! I think just started a couple days ago, actually.
They would do well to
A
take
couple
after
days
you.
ago, you say?
In
I
what
don't
way?
think that it's very polite for workers to try to
Or just
snoop around in people's rooms.
Were they in your... Did you catch them in your room?
They weren't, but they were trying to like sneak a peek past me into everything. We were like, dude, privacy, man.
We'll have a
We got
discussion.
naked girls back here, look. Okay, only one of them was naked, but
that was me, but whatever. Like, still.
you know, look, you don't just peek
We
into
don't.
people's rooms like that. It's not cool. You know?
We're
We
close
will have a
enough.
conversation about privacy.
Thank you.
Do you need a spare set of clothes brought to the room? Naked women, men, I don't ask.
We were just
No.
changing.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, so you gotta change your clothes every now and then, otherwise they start to stink.
I mean, underwater it's not so
I mean,
bad.
I don't want to. It's not so. It's just habit at that point, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they did bring back... You were beardless and someone brought you back over here. Said that...
Doppelganger.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, that
One
doppelganger was
That's really
sleeping in our
strange.
room.
Yeah, someone brought them, said that this was where you were staying, and I said maybe.
Well, they
Looked
probably just
similar
thought
minus
it
the
was
beard.
him.
As far as I could tell, I thought you just shaved.
Nope, he still got
No,
his
he still
beard.
We
was.
won't let
It's
anyone
weird.
else who doesn't have that beard into your room.
Thank you.
Except for you. I don't know about your facial hair growth there, ma'am.
I do not.
I can't grow facial hair.
In
Yes.
time.
It's okay, neither can I.
My dad had a big beard.
I can.
Maybe I'll have a beard too.
Kind of looks at you and just, really?
You know, I'm full of interesting surprises.
Testosterone?
Yes.
No.
Loads. Should have to sleep next to her every night. It's something else.
Polycystic ovary.
On a different note, when we
Kind of wings over his suits.
Oh, God, gross.
You said it! I just confirmed.
When we leave this place, I would love to take some pancakes home because they're, as you know, I kind of have
Pancakes?
jelly
Jelly
cakes.
cakes.
Pardon me.
You know, we got
How many?
Jelly cakes. I don't know. I
Didn't you
can
say
make,
you
but
sell batter?
you see,
Oh, yeah,
the
I
thing
can-
I
I can sell
want
you batter.
primarily is some kind of container, a box of something that can preserve it so that it won't go bad.
I think the word, something like that we can take when we go.
It'll keep it fresh for a long time.
Like
Yes.
like a
Like
So,
a
go.
like a stasis
Why do
box.
we use
Exactly,
5 jelly
perfect.
cakes?
So like, say if
That was
we
in
had
the
had
bucket,
meats
right?
that we could
You'd
throw
have to
in
probably
there.
go to one of the magic
Probably.
shops.
Do you think I could purchase that somewhere?
I would assume somewhere. If not in, maybe not in the marketplace of the air. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I've never really had a request, but definitely a magic shop in town should have that.
Okay.
As long as it's not too large, I mean nefarious purposes.
It's about head sized.
Is everybody there with
I don't even know how to get you out of that one, too. I can't think of anything.
It's about the size of your head with room to go.
I suppose.
Just
Oh, lots of jelly cakes.
it worse.
I got no.
Little pursuit.
know,
Thank you for the tip.
and then he kind of, as you all start to leave, he kind of pulls you. Do you want something sent up to your room for you and your lady friend?
Yes.
What would you like to order?
What do you got?
We have the best oysters.
I would like to roll perceptive.
Okay. They're whispering, so
10 plus 9, 19.
you kind of hear oysters. You're like catching that there's a conversation.
I don't want anybody going into our room when we're not there. I hope you're not sending anything up there.
Not when we're not there. Not when we're not there.
Whenever you get back, oh, anything else? Nice bottle of wine.
Oshi, you're,
Red? White?
you're a good
Red.
man. You're a good man, Oshi. Thanks.
Always red for the lady.
One bottle?
Something full of protein, too. Put some meat on your
You are not there.
I mean, are you just kind of
She's
like
just
interjecting
saying
that?
I'm just
like,
walking
she
around.
can't
Something,
hear
maybe
it.
something full. Something to, put some meat on the bones. This one's too skinny.
Okay.
She needs to fill out a little bit.
She's always saying
All right.
Maybe
Anything
something-
for you, Sybil. I'll make sure that whenever
Something
you
for her
return.
roots, too. It seems a little pale.
Oh, you're gonna get smacked, girl.
I'm just gonna rub your face and be like, oh, sweetie, you know I'm just kidding.
You better be.
Something for
It
roots
kind of
and
like
protein.
comes in and whispers into your ear. Is that handcuffs, maybe?
But we could always
Riding crop?
Okay, let's go. We've got places to be. I've got a box to pick up. Thank you.
I do have them though.
Okay.
Hopefully he picks up.
So we're
picks
going
up
back
your
to
box
the room?
later.
Legitimately, it is the only thing you didn't take from me.
Are we going back to
Was
the
my
room to
trick,
talk?
like
Sure,
my
if you'd
my
like.
trick handcuffs.
Oh.
I don't know why you didn't take.
I missed it.
You took, you took one of my wigs, but not my handcuffs.
Well, Senpai and I are going back to the room. If you guys need anything, we'll be right up there
I
for a
still
second.
wanted you to have fun, man.
As Sybil heads upstairs, she's like, you know you could do better. Someone that treats you nice.
Trust me, most of that's for show. Don't
Yep.
worry about it.
You know, it was a surprise. I never would have expected it.
Well,
But you know what?
She likes to be bratty. What can I say?
You get her back.
Hi, Magnus.
I like to think that Garen's just sitting here watching this conversation.
She was like,
It's okay, so
Wiggums.
Yeah, we're just sitting on either
Yeah.
side of them, just like, oh.
Wiggum
okay.
hasn't stopped moving her head like this ever since she started.
alright, so you guys head upstairs.
Yeah. And
I put my
motion-
hand on her head.
I like
I motion to everyone to come along.
I like that the
Okay.
thing is now.
we go.
You all
So we're in the room that.
Yeah, you're in the room. Roland is talking to the child, who is still talking to Gary, and Roland's like,
Immediately going up to the child and going, we're going to send up some food for you. It should fill you out a little bit. And help your hair a little bit too. Seems like that's going.
"What's wrong with my hair?"
It doesn't seem like it's been very nourished. This will be good for you. Be good. Put some meat on your bones.
I guess if I've been underwater, your hair would be a little rough too.
It has been. How do you think I can tell?
Your finger kind of gets stuck in your hair.
It's salty.
You guys, we got a game plan for Colton.
If wine comes up
Oh,
here, do not
no.
drink the wine. You're too young.
Or for
We are going to the queen.
Yeah, well, then that conversation should be hashed out.
Yeah, what the fuck are we gonna say?
But we're trying to get to the bastion,
Okay.
Thank you, my love.
but not today because I'm really tired
As am I.
and I need a nap.
First thing tomorrow, then maybe.
Yes.
Well, she said to come at noon.
What we
So
can
we'll
do,
talk to her.
but the plan, the
Oh,
trip
yeah.
to the
Okay,
bastion.
yeah. Right, got it. Sorry.
And we're not ready to name the nobles. Not ready yet.
We'll take a day to relax. I will pick up a box. We'll have some fun. We'll just relax. It's fine.
I go and answer the door.
It's Galga. I have oysters and a
I
bottle of wine.
Push Karen out of the way. Thank you.
And I also have this plate of sausages. They're still wrapped.
Interesting. Thanks. Have a good
Did
day.
you want a knife?
Oh, lovely. Cersei, can you bring those over here?
I bring over the sausages.
Thank you. Here you go, boy. Eat, Brizzy. Eat these. Don't eat them all at once.
Slowly.
Just still looking at Gary.
Keep eating them nice.
Oh my god. Well, oysters are.
They're the best, freshest oysters you've ever had, and
Oh
you.
my god.
I'm grabbing some more of the oysters.
No,
and bringing them
fucker!
over here. Yeah, eat these too. These will be good for
No,
you.
slowly. You're gonna hurt your fucking
Stop.
stomach.
Eating.
The shells are
You
really
all
pretty.
do not need this. The boy needs it.
I bought this shit.
Look, they're so
That's
pretty.
You didn't buy anything.
You know you could make a necklace out of that.
I can't.
How do you know? You weren't a part of that conversation.
Have you
Contributed.
eaten it already?
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
It's licked clean.
I'm gonna just
There's a little butter on it.
I'm just gonna start whittling like a little like hole.
Make a craft
to
check.
put in my mouth.
All right.
Do. Nat 20. So
That is
ready
the
necklace.
nicest hole anyone has ever
Ever
seen
done.
in the world.
You actually just—it's so fine. You almost just
It's like
take
a
the point.
beautiful circle.
It's actually a swirl.
Okay.
Instead of just doing a simple hole, you did a swirl. You also took some wire and kind of created a pendant, and you took a string of thread. But you
Here.
kind of created ties so it kind of like loops.
This is for you, Z.
Oh, thank you.
Need off it?
They've never worn a necklace before, and they're
But
struggling
it's
to
for
kind of
you.
trying to put it on. But
Oh, here.
this boy has never put on a
I'm
necklace
gonna
before.
show him how to do it. So you just like, when it's behind your head, you go back. There you go.
Takes him a minute, but
What do you think? What do you guys think?
I like it.
Very charming.
You look good, Z.
thank you.
Oh, hot damn.
We're still gonna just eat the. I'm just gonna make sure he's eating all the sausages and all.
Oh, he's eaten all of the sausages.
And
Do
it's
you
very
want
good.
one?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks for.
You need it more than us. He needs it more than us, Karen.
No, you need it more
Nope.
than that.
I just
You
ate-
need it more than
I
I do.
I had 8 of them.
You
Are
need
you
more.
full?
Ish.
I mean, she's telling you have to eat more.
Finish
She's
your plate.
telling you have to eat more.
It's
Wow,
not
Finish your
word.
plate.
What's that? And points at the window.
Hey, Sybil, want a glass of wine?
No, I don't drink wine. Thanks, though.
You grew up in a vineyard.
I grew up working, yes. But I don't drink much
Wait,
wine.
how?
I don't drink. I try not to. I drink milk and water. And it's whatever they have downstairs. is
You're
good.
so dull. And I always forget that. Because you're so pretty.
Oh, thank you, Susie.
You are really pretty.
Thank you.
Garen?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
You drank right out of the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm the worst.
It's very good wine.
Yeah.
You
guys were the
you don't cook
worst.
some of days.
You smell it, Sybil, and it smells very similar to that drink that you had with Remercia.
The Searchin one.
Yeah. The Skirchin.
The
Scourchin.
Doesn't that smell like the Skirchin?
It's reminiscent.
It smells like scratching, yeah. Shut up. This wine is too nice for me, but I'll drink it.
It would have been nice to bring that over to the Queen. But
Cheers. We
Zabriskie,
can order another one.
that
The
was
bottle is
an
now
excellent-
empty.
Excellent idea. What do we want to discuss with her?
But we need to go to the Bastion.
Because we are looking for Lady Kafrik.
Yes, and we're hoping maybe we can help them with that problem too. Except for we're really gonna.
We can
Keep it
defend
really
ourselves.
vague. Like, we can help you deal with that problem.
And if they require specifics, say something like at very least greater information of their defense system.
Why do we want to? Why would we be trying to help them with them? I mean,
Because we
we're,
want to look for Kafrik and
Because
we're
we
trying to
wanna-
make a mutually beneficial argument. Like, the
We don't want the
literally.
nobles to be on to us.
We don't have to say that.
I
I
suppose
mean, we
it's
don't even have to say that we want to help them with this. We can say we want to go look for Kafrik, and in return for being able to, we will help them.
that's a
I
smart
just
idea.
hit you in the face. It's good.
So are we ready to get going then?
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah.
How do we intend on getting over there? Do you know? Maybe they have an idea.
Is there a carriage we could get
We could
to
swim.
the castle?
I mean, we swam over in that area the other day.
Well, let's
Just
do
swim.
it. Let's roll.
And
You see me swimming.
we'll tell them that
Just
we
keep
need
swimming.
more.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming,
The Z
swimming.
kind of
Another
points.
day.
What's with your feet?
Oh, these
They're
are
flipper
flipper
slippers.
slippers. They're really comfy.
Marjorie's flipper slippers.
Maybe we can bring you
These
some
don't
back.
fix, well, flips.
Okay.
And Marjorie
Just
flipper
sit
slippers.
Stay warm and get
Hang
some
out
good
with
rest.
Gary and
Roland,
Roland.
Roland, do you mind looking after this kid for a while?
Chip, chip, cheerio. Yep.
Kerfuffle indeed!
Buckle indeed.
Kind of like puts up his cane. We're going to have a good time.
The
The boy and I.
I'm
Alright,
upset by this already.
Just stop. Make sure you guys are safe.
Go! I've got it.
Roland, you're welcome to order whatever you'd like to the room if you
Done.
like.
Room service.
Room service.
Okay, thanks.
Have you ever had wine or
No
bourbon?
No bourbon.
Bourbon will put
Hey,
hair on your chest.
Roland,
I like
no booze for the boy.
I like him.
You can drink as much as you like.
I like you. I like you. You're really cool.
Here's what. Okay, Roland, give him a few days at least to get something back in his stomach, get some weight back on him.
Then
Booze for the
then
boy.
the bourbon.
But like later,
only
okay?
good bourbon.
Give it some
We're not
time.
gonna
Give it
keep
some
it
time.
Shoddy.
No booze for the boys. Okay?
Not yet. Promise? You promise me,
yet.
Roland?
I will do what's best for the boy.
I will stab you in your sleep.
That seems pretty aggressive.
Not if I stab you in your sleep first.
Counter
Booze for the boy.
stab.
Counter stab.
No booze for the boy.
Alright, cool. We're all on the same page. We can go now.
We can pick up a box on our way. Is that okay?
You're
On
just
the way
obsessed
back?
with boxes
On the way
now.
back. How about on the way back?
First it was shafts, and
Yo,
now it's boxes.
How about the way back?
Okay.
We'll do it on the way back.
I'd like to preserve this item here.
That's all you want it for.
There's a scraping noise for a second against the door and then a shuffle.
I am gonna run out after.
Alright. You open the door. There's just kind of movement at the end of the hall and they've gone down the
I'm
stairs.
gonna run after them.
Alright. So you're running down.
Yeah, do I see them?
As you reach the corner to look down the stairs, you don't see who is over there. But there's a couple people that look up at you. Everything alright? Oh, she.
Yeah, things are fine.
Okay.
Thanks. I go back into the room. Fuckers. All of them. Fuckers.
I'm getting really
Boys.
tired of this shit.
Kind of looks at you.
Sorry.
Don't repeat that word.
Don't say that word.
But you just said it.
I know, but it's not a good word to say, and my mom would be ashamed of me right now, okay?
Then why would you say it?
Because she used to say it out loud, and now I say it out loud.
Well, then why is it bad if I say it out loud?
Because you're not old enough to pay taxes.
It's an adult word.
You can't use that language until you're old enough to pay taxes.
What are taxes?
Exactly. When you can answer that question, you can use your own language.
Yep. Sorry.
I'm gonna take out one of my sheets, and I'm going
Roland
to...
kind of leans over and whispers in the boy's ear.
Roland.
Fuckers!
Roland.
Taxes are what you pay to the government because the government sucks.
Alright, I'll accept
Touche.
it. I'll accept. He met my requirements.
Alright, fine. Okay.
Fuckers.
Okay, you know what? It's
How
like
old
a
is this
fine
kid?
spice. You use it seldomly.
Oh shit.
I've only got...
Yeah.
I thought it was Katrina.
I was also very angry when I said it, so.
So I can say it when I'm angry.
Only
You
if
can
you're
say
really,
how old
really angry.
Okay. I can do that.
Just don't sit up here.
Hashtag bad influences.
I've made Roland a bad influence. I hope Roland would actually do that.
For right now, he will. I'm going to take out one of my fine sheets, and I'm going to wrap the Hydra head, the two Hydra fangs, the Colstein.
Sorry. What?
I'm taking out one of my fine sheets, and I'm wrapping the Hydra head, the two Hydra fangs, as well as the Corsian portrait and shield, all up in it. I'm going to give it to Roland to keep in his bag. Please hold this. until
Just
I
kind
get
of
back.
total up what the weight of that is.
Cool.
I think Roland has a bag of holding.
I think so too.
Are we heading out? Are we on the way?
Hey, Wiggum,
7 pounds.
can I borrow like a little rock?
For what?
You get it back, I promise.
For what?
For practice. I can't practice with the ones that get bigger.
Her face.
I didn't want to have an accident.
I don't want you to have an accident with my pretty rocks.
Mom said it's okay to have accidents.
Different kind of accident.
Hold on, I need to go back in the room.
Then again, she sold me, so I must have been an accident.
Oh, no.
Hey,
See,
hey,
come
kid.
here. I give him a hug. You're never an accident. You're not an accident, boy.
Hey, kid.
You may not
Me
have been
too.
planned, but you're not an accident.
Me too.
Just gonna like hugs you. You smell nice.
Thank you, I try.
Alright.
Okay, get out of my armpit now. That's separation, man. Separation, man.
I've got to teach you manners when I get back. Keep away from people.
I'll teach the boy manners.
So
Too bad
what
we're
am-
not closer to where I came from. My mom could always raise him.
in the room.
Okay.
I'm going to reach into my bag, get
Okay.
my, what the hell is this called? Robe of useful items.
Okay.
Grab a sack off of it.
You just have a pouch, like a.
Just a pouch. Just
All right,
sack.
so you watch as William like pulls a patch off of this robe and
Oh, there's a
it's
reason.
just got a sack on it, and it just came out of nothing. Just she puts
I love
the
that
robe
robe.
back in her.
I do too.
I can't wait until horses.
It's like that you ripped out
So-
two dogs and they just ended up running around the
No!
entire fight. They were like, oh, dang it.
That was so. I still have another pair.
Okay, so I'm also getting into the box of weightless things.
Right there's a glowing fork.
Oh, God.
Can I have like 3 rocks? Okay. I need 3 rocks.
You said one rock.
So I'm going to, since it's just a regular sack, I'm going to turn it inside out so it's
Okay.
protecting my hand. Grab the fork
Okay.
and rewrap it, tie it up real tight like.
Okay.
It's going in my bag.
Okay, just in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay, and just.
Yep.
Do you want
But
to?
I really like all my rock here. You can have the beige rock. It's really
You
pretty,
see-
but it's beige.
Dried shit. It's like fossilized shit.
But it's like a rock shape.
It's a rock shape.
Okay. Okay.
It's my favorite rock.
Hey,
Yes, I
Roland.
I'm learning.
You play cards?
I win at cards. I
Want to teach
play.
the boy how to play? I handed my deck of cards.
Now Roland plays cards. This may be wiped later.
Yeah, like Spencer's gonna go. Roland never learned how to play cards. He wasn't loved as a child. I retcon it. He can't play cards. He can't play cards! No, he's gonna play cards.
Okay. Now Roland plays cards.
I love it.
And very well.
No, I guess good. I guess not.
He's gonna love it.
You're still good.
And you see him doing like tricks. And just
What do you have
Have
to
to
bet?
bet away.
I'm taking excessive notes.
I've got the shirt Garen gave me.
Excellent. I'll take it off the back.
I'll teach you how to play and then I'll take all your money.
The kid has no money.
I'll tell him how to take other people's money.
There you go.
Alright,
I
See,
feel
a
like-
game of skill is only skill.
I think it's getting close to
You don't
noon.
rely on luck.
What?
Are we swimming
It's
over
getting
there?
close to noon and we have to
Yeah,
swim
we
there.
have to figure this
Well,
out.
we need to leave like now. Let's
Yeah,
go.
go!
Who are you
Senpai
meeting?
2 is his
Queen.
Oh,
Who's asking?
Roland.
Oh,
The Queen? Oh. You got some clout.
a little bit.
We'll
See
talk
ya.
later. Bye.
Watch the kid. No booze for the boy.
No booze for the boy.
Thanks, Ronan! I knock you, you're cool.
And we're going to the castle.
Alright, are you swimming?
Yep.
Just want you to look at the last thing. on the
Batman
second side.
transition.
So is the end, did you try and track whoever
You
was...
did
there
enjoy
others?
that.
Can I find other small rocks on the floor?
I just
On
saw
the
like
ground.
I just saw like motion at the end
I
of the
have 3
hallway.
total.
When I
Same.
Civil!
You're so pretty. And so delicate and ladylike.
So okay, finishing my statement.
I stand by this. It's not my background.
Okay, so like I was saying, I saw them and then they disappeared around the corner and I didn't catch them.
Was anybody else...
But there was definitely someone listening in.
Did you ask anybody else who ran around the corner before you?
No.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oshi. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Do you need transportation?
That would be really nice. I wouldn't complain about that. What about you guys?
He kind of waves over one of the guards. Transportation to the castle for these
Thank
5. You're paying for it, of course. I'm just kidding. For it.
you. Yes, it's much appreciated. That way we won't have to swim.
Is that lobster
You
being
were gonna
available?
swim there? That'd take at least an hour.
You're planning on swimming.
We've got good thigh muscles.
So you,
How much
Can
does
we
this cost?
request the
it's not the clam.
lobster?
It's not the lobster.
Starfish.
Aw. Sea urchin.
Shark bait. Ooh ah!
It appears.
Oh dear God, what's he thinking?
Oh no! He already knows it's a
Mollusk.
mistake.
Mollusk.
It's sea urchin. Just kind of rolls, and there's just like
How much?
10 gold.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
And it's gonna like gets you into the sea urchin, and you watch as the like legs just kind of, and you start kind of rotating down, but the inside of the seat kind of like swings.
It's just a spike ball.
Yeah, so the spike ball just.
It's a spike ball.
Yeah.
Move out of the way!
Learn to jump!
So the person moving the spike ball. So, you have business with the queen?
Yes.
This is fun.
I'm not paying attention to anything.
Oh.
I'm working on
I
something
don't know
in
what
the back.
happened. Something just fell on my leg.
Okay, so they just kind of having small talk. You want?
Okay.
Did you want to do something?
Yeah, I'm going to focus with my 3 stones, and I'm practicing with the same energy you use Mage Hand with. But I'm trying to figure out a spell. One of my new ones that I'm trying to learn, right?
Yeah.
It's only level 2. It's called Telekinetic Volley, and basically I can touch objects and then they'll float around me, and then each turn I can
Throw one.
throw them.
That's
Let me look at it
epic.
real quick.
That's neat.
That's
Yeah.
That is intense.
Yeah.
Walking in forward.
And so I'm trying to practice the mage
We're not
hand.
camping.
Is that man? That's the guy as people. And you like poke me, and I'll just start floating next to you.
I think they're small objects.
Okay.
That is not in one of my books.
What?
You said it's intense. And so
Oh.
I said we're not camping.
Ah,
Because
got it.
I'm dumb.
Your pencil
You can
there.
get
Dumb, Meg,
telekinetic
get out of
projectile.
pocket.
That's a cantrip.
I wonder
Is
if I
it?
could gel this up.
Telekinetic
to just a
projectile?
fucking
That's not on my
massive
list.
horn.
Oh, it's not a wizard spell, is it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Never mind. God damn it.
Sorry.
It's fine. And you're not
Do you know
sorry.
salvage?
I
Me
am
neither.
sorry.
Oh, look at
Do you
me.
know a spell called Salvage? Yeah, we do.
neither.
Never heard of it.
What?
It's probably my favorite moment of yours.
One of my favorite
See-
moments of Zenfei is, my name's Zenfei, this fruit is poisonous, don't eat it!
Yeah, no, I still like the.
Best
Got a
introduction.
6-inch phallus in my pocket.
That's
You know, you don't have to say that.
Ah, sorry.
But I got it!
Senpei's one of my favorites.
Totes.
Alright, so it takes you maybe 10 minutes to roll there.
No, we left him at the end.
Oh.
That was good.
We're always forgetting.
You know, I have these comebacks all of the time, and very rarely are they funny, but when they are.
Alright, so you guys make it. The sea urchin actually kind of descends and just. And then. Yeah. It
Thanks for the
kind
rod.
of dumps you out gently.
Thanks for the rod.
You're welcome.
That was fun, thank you.
I like the idea that it just keeps rolling, and then at one point in time it rolls over that opening, and we just are standing there when it rolls away.
Wow, I'm
Alright.
getting my
So,
down.
continues on. You guys are currently outside the castle. There's several guards looking down.
Hello.
We have an audience with the queen.
And you are.
Familia ridiculosis.
And they disappear from view. All of them. Except for one.
That's kind of scary. How's it going?
He's very high up.
How's it going?
Yeah, I knew that was going to change.
Bubbles.
Fine, thanks.
Do
How
you
are
like your job?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Was that honest?
Yes.
Sense motive.
Yeah, sense motive.
Sense motive.
I'm just chilling with Zenpei.
12.
Ooh. I got 2.
I'm watching Zenpei play with his little rocks, trying to figure
Yeah.
out the impossible.
Yeah, I'm levitating rocks
Oh.
still.
So I'm
Just trying
13.
Yeah. The guard, the castle gates, the portcullis raises, the big doors open. There's a small individual holding the air bubble, someone that you recognize from the dinner. I'm here to take you to the queen.
Hi.
Oh, I forgot what his name was.
How have you been?
It's nice to see you again.
Oh, nice to see you as well.
How are you doing?
Well,
That's good. Your wrist is feeling better?
oh, they always ache.
Oh.
Verts. It's nice to see you, Verts.
Oh, you remembered my name.
Of course. I told you, you're important. I
You
did.
did. Just these little like happy tears.
Mama Garen is the greatest thing in the world.
Let's go to the queen.
Thank you so much, Verts.
And just kind of covers his bracelet. Just be careful. And just carries you slowly at the merfolk 5-foot pace. Just walk along, and they lead you over to the what you assume to be. Have you guys seen the throne room yet? I can't remember.
No.
No.
They take off and veer to the right building from where the entrance to the prison was. Just a small tower kind of in the corner. And you see that there's a very ornate adamantine door. Of all of the buildings, this one seems to be almost entirely constructed of adamantine and coral.
That's
Kind
really
of
pretty.
goes and just opens the door slightly. The queen is inside.
Thank you.
I always travel right behind Sybil's right shoulder.
Thank you very much.
Do you need the air bubble?
I'll hold on to it. Thank you.
There should be air in there, but just in case.
Okay. Thank you.
You just squeeze to turn on, squeeze to turn off.
Oh. Once we get in there, I'll
Okay.
turn it off.
All right. So you now kind of have the orb, which after it's deactivated, kind of shrinks down. It's about the size of maybe a baseball cue ball.
Okay. I put
Currently
it in my
inside.
little pocket holster thing.
Oh, where you
Your
had
Gary
Gary.
was.
Yes.
Okay.
That one.
All right. So you see the queen atop her throne. The other two thrones are receded.
We don't see a king or a prince.
Welcome. I heard you had something to speak to me about.
Bow.
Aaron goes into a bow.
Very deep bow.
I curtsy.
I grab Senpei's
It's
hand
good to
and
see
make
you
a-
again. I hear you've been up to quite a lot in your trip here. Have you found more information on Lady Kafrik?
We looked all over and we can't seem to find her.
But there's only one place that we haven't looked.
Oh, where would that be?
I'll look at Sybil and
So we have a proposition that might be mutually beneficial to both parties.
She kind of leans back in her throne, just kind of off to the side, but still, it's like a mix between very like formal and then just kind of looking down at you almost.
Condescending.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Well, and please forgive me for making assumptions about what you may or may not like, Your Majesty, but we want to go to the Bastion. We believe Lady Kafrik is not in your city, and we would like to go there to pursue any leads, and perhaps they took her. In exchange, Cersei's suggested that we do some reconnaissance. Maybe we can help get some information for you in any way.
She shifts and the feathers in her cowl kind of move with and flutter.
Are they feathers?
They're
or-
feathers.
is it a creature?
Do I know what kind of feathers they are?
From what you gathered from Wiggum, they're crow tengu feathers.
They're I like how you're like, they're crow feathers. Crow, no!
You've seen tengu before, so these are very similar feathers. They might be crow, but they're very large for a crow.
Okay.
And what assurance do I have that you're not actually involved with the Bastion and the rebellion?
What use do we have for your politics? To be completely honest.
We have no contact or influence with any of them. I'm still not certain they won't just kill us upon entry, to be honest.
We were contracted for a job that we've told you about. Finding any information on Kafrik. That's what we intend to do.
Our searches here have led up with naught.
Nothing.
So,
what do you need from me?
Just an assurance that your side won't shoot at us on our way to the Bastion. That we won't be harmed by your people getting there.
And we need safe transit close to it.
I can guarantee that we can get you there, but if the Bastion in any way provokes an attack, then you will just be casualties of war.
We understand.
Unfortunately, protection of my city comes before visitors.
of course.
Understood.
Makes
So if
sense.
you're taking that understanding that if the Bastion in any way provokes an attack, that you are fodder, it's fine with me. I can get you transportation there, eventually come back for you, if you come out at all.
Is there anything you require?
Require information, how we can get in there, how many individuals are present, how close they are to restoring the Bastion, weaknesses inside, anything that we can use to exploit and destroy the rebellion and finally regain those lands back. I'm tired of it being a constant minefield.
War is always such an interesting ordeal.
It'd be nice to get that orphanage district back. After what happened before, there's a significant need.
Of course. I imagine with war such as this is, put such a strain on your city and yourself.
Imagine how much greater we could be. We wouldn't have to focus our military here. We could just focus on Portland's ideas for protection of the oceans.
And how beautiful would that be?
Gorgeous indeed. So, when are you thinking of going? Can I have a ship ready for you tonight?
Tomorrow would be preferable, if possible.
If we end up dying over there, I'd like to enjoy your city for one more day.
Get some affairs in order. You understand.
Of course. If you have any wills that you need to make sure to be sent up, I can make sure that they're sent over to Catriona.
Fantastic.
Anything else?
We're still mulling over the nobility stuff. Making sure we picked it
Oh, yes, that I trust that you're going to make the right decision for Undercity.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes, Remercia actually brought this to my attention. I wasn't going to let her deal with it. So, of course, I had to step in and deal with this myself. Otherwise, she would overstep her bounds. She's prone.
Of course. We sent a letter to Plorton as well, General Plorton, but he wasn't...
Which was the right decision. I just don't understand why you went to his wife over going through me.
We didn't want to bother you.
we
You're such an important and busy merfolk. We didn't want to burden you.
We also imagined that Plorton would be the one to talk to us about this, but
Especially
we're
since
very
he's
grateful
heading
that
up
you've
military
gone out of your way
matters.
to talk to us.
Horton failed to actually notify me of this, so it was only Remercia's constantly moving mouth that I heard about this. So, next time, if you have anything of this nature, please come through me.
Of course.
Please don't go
Absolutely.
through lesser nobility.
Of course, we'll go straight to you.
We
Oh.
meant no offense. We
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure we weren't wasting your time.
We also
I'll
kinda
take it as a
thought
lack
we
of
were
understanding as
too
important
small.
matters.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Would you prefer transportation back?
Certainly.
If it's not too much to ask.
Oh, of course, I'll have my carriage take you. Just be out front.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Just nods. Waves and the doors open.
It was nice seeing you again.
I'm sure it was a pleasure.
It was.
Door shuts. The individual was waiting outside.
Here you go, Verts.
And escorts you to the front. She kind of grabs the wrist. The carriage will be waiting out front for you.
Come here a minute.
Oh no, there's no need. And just kind of continues to escort you.
Once we're kind of like in the open, like away from people, I'm just gonna kind of lean down and say, "What's with the bracelet?"
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh come on, Verts, don't be so.
No, it's okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It's merely a sign that I work for the palace.
Okay, cool.
Every once in a while, my bracelets chafe on me too. I know exactly how you feel.
Okay, cool.
Can we get one of those? It's very beautiful.
Unfortunately, you have to work for the palace.
Perhaps when we get back.
I'm gonna.
It's more burden than it's really worth. Kind of escorts you out. Thank you for your time and your concern. I'm surprised you remembered my name. I truly appreciate it.
I told you you're important.
Passes you the orb. Then you'd be important. I must have dropped it.
Yes.
I heard it in the pouch.
Next time we come to the palace, that fucker is dead. It's okay, he's not important. He's been lying.
I'm gonna.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
When we are able to, I'm gonna kind of saddle up to you.
Okay.
You are in the Queen's carriage.
Is it a lobster?
It's not a lobster. It appears to be like
Or a whale?
a carriage.
Is it a blue lobster?
It's not a blue
Is it
lobster.
rock lobster?
Rock lobster!
I got
Is it a crawdad?
It appears to be
Is it
a
just a
large
fucking
seahorse.
Are we in the pouch?
Ouch.
I am a seahorse, baby!
We're,
Nay, motherfucker, nay!
This is extremely ornate. It appears to be made of glass, but you can't see in. You can see out. Everything.
What's up, Wiggum?
This is my
I'll
daddy.
talk to you when we're. Yes.
Is there a mini fridge?
Okay.
It's fine.
Is there a
Okay.
mini
It takes you a minute and you sped over.
My daddy.
And the pouch opens and you can swim out. And there's actually a crowd that's kind of looking up at the carriage and there's like muttering. "You might find this carriage." And it's like, they're really ridiculous. And there's people from the slums that you can see looking over in the distance. And they're pointing at Sybil.
I'll stand in front of Sybil and pretend like they're waving at me.
No one's waving, they're just pointing.
Well, I'll just wave to them.
Okay. Some of them just...
We're not gonna let you get a big head over this shit.
We're
But-
absolutely gonna let you get a big head over there.
No, I'm
No,
You.
seahorse just speeds away at an alarming speed.
If you're wondering about that, rune landmine spell, that was the time to use
Right in there. Oh my god.
it.
Oh my god, that would have been interesting.
Assassination.
Hey, Darren,
What?
about Brix's bracelet.
Yeah.
I'm
We still
sorry
don't care.
for interrupting you.
No, we're
Okay,
not
thank
in the
God.
carriage anymore. That's why I waited until we were out
Yeah.
of said carriage.
Cool.
If you noticed, when he was talking to us, he was covering it up.
Yeah.
I think there may be some kind of spell on it
Okay.
to keep him in line. And if he's not in line, I think that it causes him pain.
Okay.
Which it sounded like he was trying not to say that so he wouldn't get hurt more.
Well,
Like a
fuck,
dog
man.
collar?
I wouldn't have fucking said anything
I
if
know.
I knew.
I know, that's why I was. That's why I
Alright,
just
well, I'll be more careful. I'll just, not engage with that
No,
stuff
no,
when
no.
in the future, because, I just seem like I always mess up these, royal shit, so I'll just,
no, not
not
even
have-
a little bit.
no, I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't want him to get hurt anyway, so I'll just not mention it next time.
Clearly you resonated with him because you got an orb from him.
I mean, I guess so. It's just because I remembered his name.
That was
But that's
a good
because
thing.
you're awesome.
I guess so.
We've
Because
used
it's
that.
always important to remember people's names. Even
Maybe.
if they have 12 of them.
And even if they don't remember their own names sometimes.
Oh my god, we forgot about Rook.
Shit.
Yeah, about that. We didn't see him anywhere in there.
Oh boy.
Maybe we go back to the room and start talking about this.
Maybe he's sleeping, it's fine, let's go.
You go upstairs, and this is the good scotch. Just a sip. And just he grew up.
He beat me 4 times.
I draw the silver dagger.
He beat me at cards.
No booze for the boy.
He's a man now.
Is
God
the boy
damn it.
drunk?
What happened?
No one's drunk. Roland has maybe a.
Roland.
He's a man now.
He's
There's a
been
naked woman
starved.
just lying across the bed. Everything's in
It's
shambles.
a
Mardi Gras
tasting.
beads.
Just a little. He's tasting.
Starved.
There's a spit bucket, woman.
I'm just thinking, oh, he's an adult now. He grew up. There's like a half-naked woman and man laying on the bed. There's a guy who's literally shanking, bleeding out on the corner. There's Mardi Gras beads everywhere. A lot has happened. He's a man now. I don't
We've
know why
been
he
gone
turned
for
Irish.
20 minutes.
It was a long 20 minutes.
We're having a tasting. He's not drunk.
I'm watching you.
You want him to have bad alcohol to start? No, he needs the good shit.
Yes, but he also needs to recover from this shit.
Alcohol is a good way to recover.
It never is, as much as you and I both like it.
Given Sophie, I think this might be our fault. We left him with an alchemist.
Fair.
He learned how to make an alchemist's mercy.
Hey, kid.
So,
I'm doing so much shit to
we
Roland.
never got to go and pick up that fun little
Box.
head box. And I would kind of like a head box.
You can go get the box.
what?
I'm exhausted.
She wants a box to preserve jelly cakes in. Wiggum made a joke about it being big enough for her to stick her head in and be like, do. So now it's a head box.
Strange.
You had to have been there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm fine. I think I get the gist of it.
You do know our name, right?
Huh?
You do know what we go by?
What we're called?
Oh yeah, familiar. No, Novus. No. That were like.
Familia ridiculosis.
Thank you.
Do you know what that means?
I still know what that means.
I speak enough languages, I know what this means.
I don't know what this means.
No.
It means we're all ruckus!
It means we're newly
Zepe's
ridiculous.
eyes naturally glow and sparkle. That's
What?
part of Heaven's lure. So my eyes are always sparkly.
It means we're fucking crazy.
That's always.
They're fun
I
though.
found out so many fun things about you every
Your eyes are very pretty.
I just
You
read
could get that
today.
checked out though. The glittering.
Oh,
Do you have something in your eye?
Always. Hope. Hope. That's what's in my eye.
Haunted.
Children's dreams.
He consumes them.
It gave me my complexion.
It's
I
casual
want a
magic.
refund.
I like it. I dig it.
I wonder if there's any sea drugs down there. Let's go to the dark alleys. We can find
Yes,
some sea
there
drugs.
are.
I found some.
What? Found what?
Sea drugs.
Seaweed.
Hey.
Nice.
Well done, bro.
Only a
You
pinch.
can't smoke it, but you know.
Under the tongue.
You just ate all of it.
Whoa.
Everything. You can't even focus. Everything moves so slow for you.
Okay, this one needs a babysitter. Who's doing
But
it?
all that you see is the hand constantly coming back
I'll
at you.
stay with her.
All right, Garen, you take good care of. Garen's going to take care of you now. Okay.
Yeah, Mama Shark. Yeah, Mama
I'm just
Shark.
gonna,
I'm gonna
I'm
have
just
him
gonna grab her.
I'm gonna Heaven's Leap her up into the kind of like in the water.
Oh
We're
God!
not in the water in the room.
Outside.
Okay, never mind.
Why
Where's Garen?
is everything wet?
Come here, buddy. We'll take care of you.
Your arm grows longer.
Whoa.
It looks like Garen has extended your arm.
Garen!
What?
Garen!
What?
Garen!
What?
You're really pretty.
Thanks.
Oh god! You're a monster!
And all
But like a really awesome one! Like you have wings and shit!
everything goes
And like-
white.
Oh!
You can see nothing.
What do you see now?
Everything
Celsius?
goes.
I have become
Quiet.
the void.
I'm not
You
fixing
hear
that.
nothing. You see nothing.
Are you talking to God in there?
You feel that.
I like the
Thanks,
thought of
man.
like Aaron being like, okay, sassies, let's go, and then Zempe literally goes, okay, well this is what you're gonna need, and here's a list of 4 things. If she does this, that's when you need to be concerned. Just
If
give
the
her a
foaming
really
starts, you want to get. You're gonna need 3 alchemist mercies.
Karen's like, okay, wait, I have not written this down. Give me a second, okay. Go.
What is the world? What am I?
You feel like your nose is opening.
Oh god.
It's like the size of your mouth.
I'm gonna put her on the bed. Let her ride this out.
Like, what even is the world right now?
This is not in any language you've ever heard, or that she knows.
I don't know, seriously.
She's speaking in tongues.
What is my name?
She's speaking backwards.
Can I go up to the
I
bed?
have
Just
like 12 of them.
Yeah. You feel yourself thrown into the air, and it feels like it doesn't stop. And you just, intense pain all at once.
Oh!
Yeah, this was a really bad idea, Roland.
Where did you find this?
She has now voided her bowels.
Not
And you
it.
come back to the world all at once.
Where can I get more of that?
You're with Garen in the room. You just shit all over the bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously.
Not again.
Have you got Preston to fuck you?
Those guys went to the market.
Nope. All out of that.
Me and Sim will leave.
I'm going with you guys.
Okay, I'll get my cleaned up.
I'll go get some fresh sheets from downstairs.
Thanks, Karen.
Alright. So, while Garen go get spreadsheets and Circe's is cleaning up the shit after a really great high.
You know, I'd still say it's worth it.
You know, it was really interesting listening to you.
Yeah, what'd I do?
You shit yourself, but...
No, I saw that.
I
I didn't assume that someone else shat here, and then I
know,
moved,
you just
and
like,
it was
we're
in
not
my
in a
pants.
whole nother world.
Like,
And
I
then you
didn't-
shit yourself.
I'm not, you know, I wouldn't put it past Wiggum to shit in my pants. But like, I didn't expect anyone would do
I've
that.
never seen a grown-ass adult shit themselves, okay?
Well, I think that therein lies your problem.
Maybe. I clearly haven't seen enough of the world yet. Now I kind of want to know what that was.
I mean, like, you
now
just
I kinda wanna
quickly,
try.
everything becomes an
I'm
existential.
not gonna
Roland
wear.
holds out.
I'm not gonna wear pants if I do it.
Fucking go! Fucking go!
I take all
No,
of my
no, no, no.
clothes off.
You want to keep it in, otherwise it's everywhere.
I take all of my clothes off. Cause I gave him my other pair of clothes. This is the only clothes I have.
Do you want to go to the bathtub?
Yes. I go to the bathtub and I take this.
I'm gonna watch Garen very closely.
You've never experienced anything like this before. Everything is green,
Okay.
and everything is blue,
Buddy.
Why do we not
and
blue?
everything is Circe's face staring at you.
Seriously, no! This is too much!
Buddy.
Ah, my hands
How
are
are
Circe's!
feeling?
I'm Circe's!
Is it good?
You just hear screaming.
No! No,
Cersei
please!
opens her mouth, you see Sybil come out and go, don't do drugs.
And then just
back in your mouth.
temperance.
I'm sorry,
And-
Sybil! I'm
and
sorry!
Zenbei comes floating by, smoking a pipe of Wiggum.
It's okay, this is normal.
You might
This
have
happens, I was here earlier.
And then there's Roland. Are you having fun yet?
Are you having
Scotch.
a good time?
Give me that!
You punch him in the face.
Elzuga manituva.
The grip of the Joshies!
Yate bati.
Grip fucking I'm just screaming at her in Orcish now. Grip Gosha!
I don't know what you just called me, but I'm not
Do you
okay
speak
with
Orcish,
it.
don't
No.
you?
Are
Oh,
you-
you don't?
You're now floating upside down.
That's one of the few I don't.
Grip of the
You see Barney.
Barnabas!
That's one word I get.
Yes, and he says to
Not you too, Bonnie! No!
Chunk Monk.
Chunk-monk.
Drugs are fun.
Yes! Yes, you know what I'm talking about. You're a good boy.
Hey, Roland.
Lady gives me drugs.
Lady, that fucker. Come here, Chunk-monk.
You hear that, lady, that fucker.
Hey, Roland. This might have been a bad idea.
No, this is fine.
What do we got?
He's gonna be
Zenbei?
pissed about his hair.
Yeah, we're coming back.
This
Your
is
hair.
way
So
too funny.
soft.
But now you have your hair in your hands.
Oh no!
All of it, just one unit.
Oh no!
It's like a bad toupee.
Oh,
It's now growing on your hands.
no.
And that's where we're gonna switch over to the other.
Sounds
I
like a
honestly
bad
thought
fit.
that was gonna be like, so you're sitting in the bathtub, you do the drugs.
Nothing happens.
I don't fear it.
Well, maybe you need to do more.
Okay.
The common mistake with edibles.
And then it all hits at
Oh,
once.
gotcha.
Oh god, it hurts. So you guys have
Let's
left.
just find a magic shop. Do we know of a magic shop here?
You hear the Circe's no coming from one of the windows.
I'm sorry, Sybil!
He'll be fine. Garen will be just
I'm
fine.
sorry, Sybil.
Well, we'll let that worry later.
Yeah,
Then you just hear.
No Orcish.
So we were told about a magic shop. Magic shop, correct?
Couple magic shops.
I mean, there's one where I got the bag.
Oh, you got the bag. I also got the enchantment on the fish jar. So let's go to that one.
So it's you two and
It's us three.
those three.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Split
burping.
the
I'm gonna
party.
look for
Everyone's kind of burpy today.
Whatever, we can
Jesus.
expedite whatever. But I'm gonna look for that ring thing that I need. So that I can have rings on my toes too.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right.
the Meridian Belt, I think, is what it's called.
Yes.
All right, going shopping. I don't remember the Meridian Belt cost. Where's
So we're just going to go to the main shopping district first, and then
the one with the air tunnels or without?
let's start with the air tunnel ones, and then go from there. Shall we?
Okie dokie.
You go into a basic magic shop. Simple. Just, you see a small merfolk woman.
Hello.
Hello there.
You see, we, I don't know what you want, Zabriskie, but I'm looking for a box that preserves meat or food for a long time in stasis. Oh, yay big? Is that something we can do?
How about the size of a head?
I told you I'm not crazy.
Why is that the normal measurement?
Yes, I suppose.
Or
the size
two?
of
Two
head.
heads?
Crazy.
I mean, the more jelly cakes, the better. So yeah, sure, 2 heads.
Seem a little thrown by that measurement. It's heads.
Oh. Oh.
It's measured based off the size of the king's head.
Oh. Oh my.
Like a furlong.
Then yeah,
Furlong
2
is the worst
heads should
measurement
be
ever.
enough, I would imagine. Right?
I could enchant you one. It may take me a couple days. For permanent stasis, or just like it's you put it in and it's out the same way you put it in, that's gonna be more expensive than something that slows down time. I can give you
how
some.
much would you slow it down? It needs to be at least a week. So
2,000 gold.
2,000 gold.
If you want something that permanently stops it, 15,000 gold.
It's more than 15,000. Oh no. No. I can't spend that much.
If you want something smaller,
How about a head size?
a single head, 1,500 gold.
Okay, but for real, why are you
Yeah,
so
I can't
obsessed with
spend
this
that much.
Hydra head?
I can't spend that much. Well, never mind.
Wait. She says, something was left. Ah! Courtesy of Marjorie's Flipper Slippers. Half off. 750 gold.
750 gold.
She said that you were significantly helpful in starting her business. She is competition of mine, and I don't want to deal with it, so thank you. You got her out.
What?
Consider it a thank you.
Oh, can I maybe get that on my deal? I'm looking to spend some fair amount of coin.
Thank you.
Oh god.
You now have
music. Oh god.
A
Oh,
simple wooden box.
It can fit a head.
The king's
You can fit the king's head.
We can make it fit the king's head.
What are you looking for?
I've heard of this thing that's called a Meridian Belt. It helps me wear more rings on my fingers.
On your fingers?
And toes.
I think you're in the wrong city to be looking for something for toes.
Oh, sorry to be offensive.
No, not offensive, just something to consider. You probably won't find that here. You may find it. You might find it, but it's unlikely.
Well, do you have any rings of protection?
Anklet bracelet.
Let me take a look.
Tail ankle bracelet.
Sorry, it just was like, oh.
Anklet.
I like it.
A thing that can make me wear more shit on my toes. We don't have toes. Oh right.
What about
I'll
flippers?
take a tanklet then.
I'll take more anklets.
Are you
then.
looking for a specific level?
12.
What do they come in?
1
Not
through
fair.
5.
Oh, I would prefer 5, please.
50,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, magic is expensive.
Oh, and you know that Marjorie slipper deal thing?
Do you have 25,000 gold?
No.
How much gold do you have?
12.
I have 13,000.
4. I have 4.
Do you have anything to sell?
952.
I'm sorry?
I have 13,952.
I can get you +2 for 9,000.
Does
worth it.
thou have anything to sell?
I'm here to tell you it's worth it. I have one. It's very, very useful.
Roll a d20 for me and let me see your character sheet.
Reload.
Yeah, just 1 0. Yeah.
Do I know how much I paid? 8,000? That seems awfully pricey from what I last remember. You see, my ring was only about 8,000. And considering the deal, that would make it about 4,000. No? If I'm doing my math correctly.
So what are you, like, upcharging the tourist folk or what?
I'm sure she wasn't trying anything,
I'll give it to you for
underhanded.
5,000.
You were kind of rude.
Well, I'm sure that she wasn't doing anything underhandedly. She simply was miscalculating her math, no?
I'll take it.
Right. 5,000 gold, you have a +2 ring of protection.
No, I wanted the +5.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, nice
No.
try with the +5.
Okay, I will
Sorry.
say right now,
That's
I
gonna
had
be
to
more than us.
nerf Animaxis because that thing is so expensive.
An amulet of natural armor is ridiculous.
That's like
A
more
plus
than we
5
started with our
A
characters. in
+5
money.
ring of protection is going to be like worth more than we have
It's like
right now.
50.
It's 50,000 gold.
Flat gold, yeah.
Yeah.
So 5,000 platinum.
Mine's a +2. And that's
I'm gonna-
8,000, 5,000.
Yeah, that's the best you're gonna get for that price.
I'm
But
I would
gonna
take
pull
that.
out the orb of vortex.
It's an orb of vortex.
Do you know what this is?
makes it.
No, I've never seen it before.
It's a pretty rare, high-priced item.
There's somebody who's selling that.
Huh?
There's somebody that's being sold and not smashed. Not like a
Dear
death
God!
I don't think I'll be able to sell that.
Okay.
I would take
It's
the
actually
ring of
probably
protection.
contraband at this point.
I would take the ring of protection now, and then, if you'd like, we can try and find your other one later. You can always sell it back.
now and not get arrested.
He's talking to the voice in his head.
So 5,000 gold for the ring? Throw in an extra 500 and I won't let them know about that orb.
Okay. Yeah, that seems fair.
An extra 500 gold for that.
For my silence?
For your silence. Well then, very well. We can take our business elsewhere. And I'm sure the Queen will be happy to know that you're trying to oversell your supporters of the Queen.
I'm sure the Queen would love to hear about the contraband that you're carrying throughout the city.
It wasn't taken from us on our entry, and we're more than happy to give it back to the guardsmen if they want. We're not
Perfect.
using it.
I suppose we're at an impasse. You're welcome to leave.
We're not in an impasse. You see, the Queen is going to be most happy to know that you're going to do it. Same with Thornton. You see, we were just there. If you didn't know, we actually just came from the palace itself earlier this morning. She's sending us on a very important mission. But it's fine. I suppose we can get it someplace else. There's plenty of other merfolk here, and I'm sure they're going to do great with the rest of it.
Are you intimidating or diplomacy before you look at your...
Yeah. I would say, yeah, that's what we intimidate.
Okay, roll intimidate.
Oh, you guys can help me?
Sure.
How are you
Oh.
helping me?
By breaking the word.
Don't break
Do
the
not
word.
break
It's not,
the
it's not,
word.
it's not a break thing. It's
Whatever, don't use it. It's a bad idea.
It's got
I didn't help
activation words.
at all.
Wiggum is a little afraid, just...
Yeah, 10.
How are you helping me?
I'm looking at him with my crazy eyes.
glittery guys.
Glittery eyes.
So what did you get?
With that, at 11.
Oh no.
Please roll low. Please roll low.
Okay.
This is fine.
Inside check.
Sounds motive,
Yeah, that one.
He rolls for it.
18.
She's probably contacting the authorities as soon as she has a moment.
That's fine.
Just kill her.
We have nothing to hide for this.
I don't think we need any extra attention on this. And I want that ring.
6,000.
I'll take it.
You have a +2 ring of protection for 6,000 gold.
Thank you.
She buys something.
I activate the orc now.
Circes is saying.
The highest.
While that's going on, we're going to jump back over to Garen.
Has he shat himself yet?
Garen has not shat himself.
He's
He's-
very naked though.
Yeah. Circes is on your chest, like the face, and talking to you.
What are you doing there, Circes?
Hanging.
Are you actually there?
No, I'm just
Oh, I thought you were
responding.
just
Yeah.
like laying on my
Yeah.
chest like, hey
No.
boo, we can do this. This is fun.
Hanging.
Hanging.
I'm responding for your.
Why are you laying on
Alcohol
me?
is pouring out of her mouth.
Oh, gross! Why are you doing this?
And it starts to fill up the tub. And then the whole room is now all alcohol.
There's so much alcohol.
Yeah, but it's good though.
It smells bad. I don't like this.
You see that Roland takes his glass and like scoops it and just.
No booze for the boy.
He's a man! And you see the boy reaching out,
No. No. No.
and you're now sober. And he's holding your hands.
Hi.
You okay?
No. Yes.
You shit yourself in the tub.
Well, this is why I shit myself. This is why I was in the tub.
I shit myself.
This is why I'm in the tub.
That was smart, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean up. You can go now. I think I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm gonna go back to the other side of the room.
What are you doing, boo? Wow, I never want to experience that again.
Bad
I mean, it was
trip.
cool, but it was bad.
And then you're suddenly a rush of euphoria hits you.
It was just like all of you yelling at me to like not do drugs, but I was already like in the midst of drugs, so like I didn't know what to do.
Ooh, been there before.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Barnabas even told me off. It was kind of sad.
Ooh, when an owl tells you off, that's not a good trip.
But Chuck Monk said it was cool.
Well, you know, Chuck Monk was always one of my favorites.
I miss my animal.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, Garen, buddy. Hey, hello, buddy.
I just start pouring the water into the thing and cleaning myself off.
Okay. You're naked and covered in shit.
I know.
Okay.
I wish I was a magic person to do the cool thing, but there's not.
Yeah, that would make a lot of this a lot easier, wouldn't
I'm
it?
just washing myself off right now, and then I'll clean the tub.
Okay. Do you need anything, buddy?
I miss Barney.
Like, I'm gonna give you a hug, but you're naked and covered in shit. So.
Come here, Sue.
Oh, okay.
I just
Okay.
lean over and just.
Okay,
yeah,
there,
okay.
bud. Yeah,
There's a
it's
smell.
okay.
But then you remember that I helped clean your poop.
I know,
and you
I'm
deal
not
with
doing
it.
anything. I'm accepting this.
It's a little rancid. It's rank.
It's all those jelly cakes. I don't like this food. I just want to go home. It's okay. I've never been this far from my animals for so long.
There's some fart bubbles coming up out of the shit puddle.
It's so okay, but.
And we're gonna switch back.
Are we still in the magic shop?
Yep.
Can I ask you a question? Sure. Do you happen to have a scroll of prestidigitation?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, they're easy. 50 gold.
There you go. Thank you.
Just-
You gonna learn prestidigitation? Good.
Finally!
Do we have everything that we need, guys?
I think so.
Awesome. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Oh shit. We'll be back with more coin to spend later.
That would be wise.
Oh,
Of course.
shit. You got on her shit list.
I'm absolutely telling
I
you
thought we
Colton
were the
about
shit
that.
list.
I'm
Huh?
absolutely telling
I
you
thought you and I were the shit
We
list.
are the shit list, yes.
You see that there's a blue woman standing outside. Oh! Fortunes.
Hello?
Do you wish to hear your fortune?
Oh my god, another oracle, I swear to God!
I haven't ever actually dealt with an oracle. Are you an oracle?
I am.
Are you
Her
a good,
eyes are glass.
are you a good oracle or like an oracle that's a pain in the ass?
Oh, don't be rude, Zepe.
Excuse me?
I've had bad experiences with
Are you a Gripply?
oracles.
What are you two telling me?
I'm Samsarin.
Okay,
How would you think I'm a Gripply?
that's the only kind of oracle I know.
I would love a fortune.
What kind of politics do you got?
I don't do parlor tricks. I do the art of divination.
I would love that.
Ooh, can you divination me too?
I can divinate all of you. For just a coin, of course.
How much? What coin?
Which coin?
Whatever you think your fortune might be worth.
So like half a copper.
I give her a gold.
Yeah, I give her a gold too.
That's a good
I'll
thing
wait
we're
and
not
see
there
what
right now.
You. She kind of grabs your hands. Civil nomine. Hero of the slums. The last Dawnbringer. There is another who has taken the title of last Dawnbringer.
So you're the second to last.
She seeks to outshine you and to discredit you. Beware those, they will test your faith.
Is she in Undercity?
And she just releases your hands.
Well, that wasn't something.
I only
She's
tell
blue.
the truth. I'm sorry it wasn't what you wanted to hear.
Is she blue?
What?
There's apparently a blue me going around. I don't know. Never mind. Thank you.
No. But she emulates the truth. Or so she says. She notices your ring. And kind of
But instead you're crying and hugging a shit-covered orc.
Half-orc.
Half-orc.
You've lived a fractured life. Your ring is failing you. You shall not live another. It does not hold what you think it holds. This is your last and final life. You must live it like you want it to end.
Raining down the Zepe and being like,
Call it a present from your mother.
"Oh, if she's listening."
What was that?
Present from her mother.
She said call it a present from your mother.
Thank you.
That was real cryptic. Do me!
Oh no!
Just keep walking. I'm gonna be okay.
Don't do the drug.
PSA.
You may not need to breathe, but you do need to think.
Is that all you got for me? You fucking kidding me?
Well, you paid for what you got, and I thought that was an excellent bit of advice.
I'm heading back towards it.
Is there more I can do to help?
No, thank you. Please, be careful.
I will.
This,
And she
landwalkers
seems to
aren't necessarily
fade into the wall and disappear.
Homer Simpson in the wall. Okay, that's fine.
Is she real?
Were we on drugs? Are these drugs?
So Wiggum is having a
Mental breakdown. Jesus.
A bad day.
Damn it!
You play that good, girl.
Wiggum? Darling, are you okay?
Get your base rock back. Everything's gonna be okay.
And then I'll grab our hand.
Something tells me that Garen and Cersei need us. I don't trust them to be by themselves this long. Do you want to go back and check on them? Okay. You'll be okay. Just rub it
At this point, you've taken your bath. You've cleaned the tub.
Was I wrong?
The boy is untraumatized. He's having a sip of scotch,
I mean,
which is well earned.
They come back and we're all wearing fancy monocles and
You're
top
wearing
hats.
robes. Big fluffy yellow robes.
Put your monocle on.
And you see this group come in.
how'd shopping go?
Oh, hey guys, welcome back.
What's that smell?
I thought
Cleaned.
I cleaned it.
It was all
Lavender.
cleaned up.
I found it in his stuff. It's a lavender drop.
Yeah.
Having an alchemist is going to be very lovely.
It's in his stuff.
It was in my stuff. I had lavender shit.
Oh, I know
apparently.
that.
I'm gonna go sit by myself.
How did?
I'm
Play
gonna go
with my
sit by
rock.
myself as well and try to
Shopping,
learn
not-
prestidigitation.
Hey, Senpai, don't do the drug. Also, you don't do the drug. Wiggum,
Hey.
don't do the drug.
That's what the Oracle told me.
I'll shit myself.
What? Hold on. Oracle?
Oh yeah, this
What?
she was really god awful. I mean, at least
What?
mine was lame.
What?
Told her about
Don't
dying in life and
I'll quietly
What?
about
Nope,
doing
don't
drugs
ask me.
and
I
about
want
some
to talk
imposter.
to
I
an
don't know.
oracle. That's cool.
Where'd you see this oracle?
Outside the magic shop.
Should we go talk to the oracle?
I think you should go talk to the oracle. And I will
We
come
should
with
go
you.
talk to the oracle.
Yeah. You should do that, and I'll come with you.
Why are you guys wearing robes?
Because we're comfy right now.
Well, we'll get dressed, obviously.
Where'd you get robes?
Because we both shit ourselves. Is what
Karen,
we're
we
saying.
weren't gonna talk. We weren't gonna say that.
Oh, god damn it! Oh,
We had
always
agreed.
slip
It was
up!
all over the tub and the bed.
Okay, you know
We
what?
have a
It's clean
tub?
now. It's
Okay,
clean now.
Since when do we have a tub?
Since
It's
Garen shat in it.
Where's the bathroom? I thought this was a one-room apartment.
The tub is in the middle of the room.
It's in the corner.
It's in the corner.
It's behind, like, you know, one of those, like,
Yeah, shade.
it's not,
Partition.
it's,
Oh, the folds.
yeah, it's like the Chinese curtain.
Yeah, okay.
It's just, like, right
Really? I
behind
thought
it.
that, is that what's... Oh,
I cleaned it.
I don't want to use the shower
No,
anymore.
it's
Um,
clean. I cleaned it. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Cersei's real quick.
Yeah.
What's the awkward word for vortex? Or like activate, or like deactivate.
What's the what word?
The awkward word.
Oh, the Aquan word.
Try,
So
do a
spelled out
linguistics check
phonetically.
to try and pronounce
Oh,
it.
No.
I'm writing it phonetically as I hear it.
Yeah.
And
Da, 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 da,
Funny,
da,
that's
da.
what, exactly what
Oh,
I did.
nice roll. It's
linguistic-
a nice roll.
That's 19.
Oh, you pronounce it perfectly.
And then any like synonyms to those words. Cease.
What?
Quit.
What?
Desist.
Ew.
Stop.
Another
No, I'm
linguistics
telling you
check, because
both
you
to
can
just
say
stop.
activate, but can you say stop?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
20.
Yeah, you can say activate and stop.
Good job, Danicka.
Alright, thank you.
I don't want to know what that's about, but yeah, don't tell me.
Okay, we
I'm
have
sure
a
that's
fortune
not
to go
gonna
get.
bias it.
Yeah, we gotta go get a fortune.
Okay, we're gonna go to where they explained where we're
Do
going.
you get dressed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hang out by myself.
In my clean clothes that
If
I
you do
didn't
find
shit
them.
in. You're welcome, everybody.
Ask her what's in my
Cersei
room.
needs to clean the clothes first.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna hand her a couple of gold. Like 2 gold.
Okay.
Just ask her for me.
Oh, I'll
Roland, can I please have my bag back, or my sheets back with everything in it?
Oh, yes. I cleaned them.
Thank you. Still
Not the
just
sheets.
don't think
The stuff inside them. You know you can polish a head?
so. I didn't
Yes.
know you could polish a head. But thank
The
you.
scales are shiny.
Oh. Oh.
I tried to polish the stump, but it doesn't polish with the blood.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Alright, so you heard that there were fortunes, but you're not quite sure where.
It's
Well,
outside
yeah.
the magic shop.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we'll
outside the
walk
magic
around.
shop.
Okay.
There's no one there at the moment.
Hello? We're looking for fortunes.
Or 4chan, one or the other.
The magic shop owner. Can I help you?
There was a fortune teller out here earlier. Are they still around?
Fortune teller.
Aww, we missed a fortune teller.
You could try around. They like to prey on tourists. So go in this area. You'll probably find someone who will offer
Want
to
to
read
do
your
some
fortune.
laps?
Yeah.
Power walks and laps.
Alright. There's a couple people that are getting fortunes from a person in a great big floral hat.
I just kind of like listen in for like a quick second to see the kind of fortune.
Love will come your way. You
Yeah,
just
we
only
No,
seek.
no.
Nah, that's
So I was
Fake ass bitches.
I'm assuming you're listening in on
You're
some of
looking for
these.
Yeah, and some of
Spotty
them,
eyes.
we're looking for anything that
Stay
seems-
away from the bridge.
Lost eyes.
What does that person look like?
You're just listening in as you're kind of walking by.
Alright.
Stay away from the bridge. It only brings you pain.
You bring pain.
I can tell you more
Me
for
too,
another
I'm so
goal.
disappointed.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that sounds right.
Your mother wishes you were dead. I'm sorry that you had to hear it from me.
No.
This person's just fucking brutal.
I'll come in.
You wanna get a
Now cut the fuck out!
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, we don't
No,
want that
okay,
shit.
we'll keep going.
He almost had us.
Hey.
Mysterious fortune teller
Mysterious person who like disappears but like speaks truth.
You like blue and we kinda wanna talk to you.
Foggy eyes.
With
Glassy
froggy
eyes.
eyes.
Froggy. Love
You
her
asked for
perfectly.
me. Just suddenly in front of you.
Hi.
Not fading in, just there.
Hi,
My
No.
friend Garrett would love it. You could tell his fortune.
please.
For
What do you
price,
think
of
your
course.
fortune is worth?
Well, I'd say maybe priceless, but I'll give you. Aw. Well, what's your name?
It's unimportant. All that matters is the truth.
Everyone's name is important.
It's important to him. Just something you will go by.
What did they call you?
Mama say, mama saw, mama.
Galea.
Galea. Alright, Galea. Now, tell me, how much do you personally think your fortunes are worth?
I give the fortune for the value you think it's worth.
Alright. I'm gonna pass her over 2 platinum. Here.
You value truth. But more than that, you want guidance. Reaches out, takes your hands. Your father is in more danger than you expect. 5 years was a lie. You have maybe 6 months left before the trial comes to an end. But in saving him, you will bring pain to your mother and father. It may turn to good, but it depends on how well they stay. Because it's not good for them to be together. They're in Mariona. Religious country. Use that to your advantage.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
And also, your animals are fine. And they miss you very much.
Thank you so much! Oh god, thank you. I hand her another platinum. Thank you.
No.
No,
My
it's just-
fortune was not worth 3, it was only worth 2.
Nah, I'm just giving you a tip. Take it.
Pass it on to someone who needs it more than I do.
I'm telling you, your
Fair
future is
enough.
only worth 2.
Thank you.
And you.
Do it, do
Hey,
the drug.
Garen.
Do
Yeah.
the drug.
Before I do this,
Yeah.
Do the drug.
I don't know what this is gonna be,
I won't
but
listen.
you heard none of it.
Alright.
I hand over 3 platinum.
She takes your hands. Your grand facade is actually from paper. You don't understand it to be so. If you truly wish to figure out who you are, you're in luck. Your father is there. He's missed you very much. And
Right,
the pirate kings. If you stop and continue in the plan that you're doing, they will come to be stronger than you want. This navy will keep it under control and weaken them for you to take an advantage. You must trade one good thing for one bad.
Before you disappear,
Punch her in the throat.
I hand over Wigham's 2 gold. My friend wants to know what's in our ring.
Nothing.
Give me back those 2 gold. That was bullshit.
Nothing but broken memories.
Triple.
And a curse from her mother.
Don't regrets.
But not in the way that you think.
Okay.
Tell her I'm sorry.
PSA. Don't do PSA.
And then gone.
With that same sound.
Yep.
Well, that was jarring.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take that with a grain of salt. Let's go back, shall we? Oh, I need to get flipper slippers for
Marjorie gives you a nice pair of slippers. It's good to see you!
Thanks, Marjorie. I'm still coming up with your logo. I'll bring it back later.
Thank you. I've donated over 1,000 platinum to the
You're amazing. We love you.
These are. She's
Expedited
selling them to
conversation,
merfolk.
Nate.
Who is buying flipper slippers from merfolk?
Tourists.
What's
How
up?
many tourists are here?
What's
I thought
up?
we were the only walkers.
You're a good friend, Darren.
She's
Huh?
exporting
I
now.
don't know where this is coming from.
There we go.
Like I said, a good friend.
Thanks. You're a pretty good friend yourself. I kinda like you, you know.
That's probably a bad idea.
Too bad it's too late.
You already
Too late
pooped
now.
together.
We already pooped together.
That is true. I help clean your shit, you help clean mine. We're in this forever.
Yeah.
we already shit together.
Friends who shit together
Stay
stay together.
Stick together.
Oh, gross.
We hold hands while we're shitting.
Oh, God.
Underneath.
Hold my hand while I'm on the toilet so Slender Man doesn't get me while I'm shitting.
It's what I constantly fear when going from
All right. So I'm assuming you make it back.
Yeah.
They're lounging in robes now. You got to use the bathtubs.
I've been spending this time trying to learn telekinesis, which is on your spell list. Pretty sure.
Telekinesis.
The,
Is that level 5?
Yes.
Funny, I know that off the top of my
I
head.
know. So I've been practicing with Mage Hand, trying to figure out telekinesis and holding onto the objects and launching
You're
them.
working on it. Maybe if you spend a couple
Experimentation.
days working on it, you might be able to get it.
Well, I'm going to spend the rest of this evening doing it.
Experimentation.
It is a level 5. Okay, you're working on it. It's more mage hand and just kind of like mage hand like tossing as opposed to just dropping. So you see just kind of
And I'm
you pick it up and toss it.
each
again.
time it gets a little further.
It's increments.
Yeah. So I'm
So you're just
just hanging out with Bayor.
all right.
So, I don't know if that was a mistake or if it was cool.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Maybe.
No, that was a mistake.
I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
I don't suppose you guys saw Rook while you were out there.
Nope.
No.
Are we looking?
We kind of like did a few laps and stuff too. Oh, Z, I have your flipper slippers. It's the ones that we're wearing on our freebies. They make it so that you swim faster, but they're harder to walk in.
They're so beautiful.
And they're really soft.
They're fairly plain for flipper slippers, but
Here, little one, let
we
me
can.
put them on you. Let me help you put them on. I don't know if there's tracers on here. I'm just pulling them up.
Straps, Velcro.
They glow when he walks.
He leaps out the window. Just.
Oh boy.
Oh
Does he?
shit.
And kind of comes back in. Okay, I'm good now. Takes the
Water on the floor.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. I'm just
Mama Garen.
kidding. I'm so disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just
Can we fast forward?
disappointed.
Are we in the place?
I think
No.
that they need to have conversations.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull Wiggum aside. Hand her 2 gold.
Did you find her?
Oh, I did. Take money. You told me about your ring, sort of. I don't know what it used to hold or what it used to do. But apparently, as of now, it holds nothing. But apparently, bad memories and a curse from your mother. You know what that's about?
I have an idea.
Well,
Thank you.
I think you and I both got bad news from your oracle.
What about you?
Apparently, everything I know is on paper somewhere. I don't know if I'm quite ready to divulge all that information, but
When you're ready.
apparently everything that is ever about me, someone else wrote down. And the only damn thing I know to be true in this world, apparently. And apparently got family out there. Didn't know that shit either. But we'll see.
I don't like this oracle.
I do not like this oracle, or fortune teller, or
I think she's as bad as a Goracle.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Or
So.
Or Gripple.
Or Gripple.
I still don't know what that means.
Back when I was at Yale, Zempe and I met an oracle, and he was really, 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 really obnoxious.
Great.
And he was a Grizzly.
Don't forget that Senpai killed him.
It's okay though, because Zempe killed him and put his blood in a teapot and actually drank it like it was tea in his little teacup.
Wait, Zempe drinks blood?
At this conversation.
You're hearing Zempe drinks blood?
You just look over and Zenpei's just going,
That's Zempe? that one
I've already seen him drink blood once.
drinks blood.
Do you know another
I
Zempe?
just know it is.
I mean, no, that's quite.
You're just hearing your name everywhere, the cocktail party effect.
Weird.
What are you talking about? The
Cool.
one of us.
I think he lets his beard grow.
You know, that would make sense.
I mean, come on.
Stimulate follicle growth.
Right? And
I
look
know
at
all
how
about that.
thick and just lustrous it is.
What are you doing?
Feeling your
I'm
beard.
learning things over here.
Alright.
I like your beard.
Oh God, you got it
Hey!
under the tub now, guys. Just
What?
Someone get him out of that. Oh God, he bit me. Never mind, he's going underneath the tub, I guess.
You let the wild
Oi!
boy do as he pleases.
Let him alone. Have some scotch.
I fling a rock at Sybil.
Roll an attack.
I'm like
Proficient
halfway
in
under
throwing
the tub
rocks?
and I look over.
Yeah. I'm still learning.
Learning.
14.
I'm still learning.
Plus your spell modifier.
7.
So 21. What's your AC?
22, but nope, because I'm in a bathrobe. You're welcome. That means I'm at a confidence. 7. 15, 17. Get up and just sit down there.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage as this rock
I'm sorry, what?
strikes you in the chest.
I'm getting better.
It literally strikes you right in your sternum and you hear it crack.
Hooray!
Sorry. I got it really good that time.
I'm gonna go to one of the other rooms.
Before
Are you okay?
And continue,
recovers.
Yeah, and continue
Sybil,
practicing.
do you need
I would
mouth
like
to
you to
mouth?
know during their conversation, I used my last lay of hands to
Oh.
give me 20 HP, and now I'm down that 20 HP again. And we don't have any more healing for the day.
Are you okay?
You have your
Sybil?
one healing hit die.
I have my one healing hit. I guess that's true.
Oh yeah.
Sybil,
Sybil,
I'm still good to give you mouth to mouth.
I'm gonna use my
I'm not. Thank you.
I'm gonna use a healing hex on her.
Alright, so
Thanks.
Wiggum touches you and you see this like dark black rune appear and absorb into your skin, and you hear and your chest pops back out and the bruise is gone.
Thanks.
How much
Make
do you-
it-
1d whatever it is.
1d20.
Right.
1d20 times 20.
Oh, easy then, we're fine.
4,
That's what it is, right?
5.
That's how
No,
magic
isn't it
works.
adding your
It's
Oh,
4
your
plus.
witch level?
Yeah, it's your witch level, I thought.
You think?
It's a strong hex, isn't it? Your healing hex?
Oh, I have 2.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I don't know much about
I have 2.
I have 2.
Let me check because I feel like it's
It functions as cure light wounds.
that. Oh, okay.
Oh wait.
using the witch's caster level. Okay.
Bam,
Oh.
bam.
At 5th level, it acts like cure moderate wounds.
So that's 2d8
Yeah.
plus whatever it is.
Yeah.
4 plus.
I think it's 5.
Probably.
58. So 4 plus whatever you just rolled.
Plus 1 point per caster level.
It's a d8, right?
Yeah, so it's 2d8
2d8.
plus 11.
So 4 plus.
4 plus 7 plus 11.
22.
You healed more than Zenpei hurt you.
This is true. I'm almost back to full health.
I'm not.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm not.
I still have my arm in a sling.
And your tummy's all wrapped up too.
And I'm poking at my scar.
Okay.
Stop poking at
Stop
your
poking
scar.
at your scar. I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna change your bandages.
Is there anything else you guys want to
so
do?
I
Time
say
is
we
out.
rest.
What time is it?
It's 11.
At night?
Right.
No.
Oh, I
No,
meant in real life.
It's
Oh.
it's
Sorry. I
It's
thought you were
noon.
resting.
you guys have been up for 8 hours.
Yeah, we're just
I
gonna
think
like.
we want to go to bed, guys. I got a
We
lot.
went to the.
Oh, that's right. You went to the it's 2.
I feel like we're just gonna relax the rest of the day and then get some
Sleep.
sleep.
All right. And
Yeah,
with that,
that's fair.
we'll end it for tonight.
Yay.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Healing hit
I
die.
want to talk to you, you bitch.
Ouch. The ouch.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna hear it.
That's my shit. All the boys are.
There's still a blue ring on it, so you just need to get over yourself.
Few times come around that track.
There's stuff coming. That was my way of telling you that there's stuff coming.
I once was a hot
Yeah, but her
backer.
immediate reaction was to leave the group
This is fair.
and go and find the bog. So
They could probably help you with that if you talk to them.
8.
Few times come around that track, but that's gonna happen like
Please
that.
don't have us fall asleep for 3 months again. Please.
God, no, I am
You
not
put
dealing.
so many wrenches in plans when you're like, oh, my mom is deadly sick. Oh, I'm sorry. Sleep for 3 months. Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to save your mom? Sleep for 3 months. Oh, and then go to the chasm. Your mom's probably fucking dead. I'm sorry.
She might have just had.
I never said anything about
Just-
sleeping for
just
3 months.
Bye.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you did.
What? What?
No, when we back.
Davina,
back
back when
I
I
know,
was-
but I'm talking recently.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, don't do it again.
Seriously.
Don't
You're gonna
fucking
go to
do it.
sleep and
Because that's
wake
the
up
type
and-
of shit you do is like, you only have 6 months, Garen. Oh, you all fall asleep for 5 months.
We're still under city. We never wake up. It's 5 months later. We wake up. Everything is on fire underwater. Oh, I think we slept past the
You
rebellion,
remember
guys.
how I didn't
Oh, no.
really want to deal with, like, I wanted to stir shit up and go?
Yeah.
Now I really want to stir shit up and go.
Well, we are.
Well, we might not be.
We have to figure out what's going on
Yeah, we need to talk.
Motherfucker.
Because we had a talk about potential plans, and we've got like 3 potential plans.
We don't
and
want
one of
teacher
them
conference.
is stir shit up and go.
Damn parent-teacher conferences!
I'm just glad you didn't throw the boulder at me.
Yeah, no, those are. That's the serious.
Sybil is up against a
The
wall.
wall.
What's left of her?
Is anyone else not okay with how easily the queen was like, you want to go into my enemy territory? Sure.
She's
I don't
flat
like
out
her.
threatened us.
I don't like her.
The Bastion, as soon as they see one of these warships, are gonna freaking
Yeah, no,
attack.
it's actually a problem. She's just going to kill us. Like, that's the
Yeah.
reason she's letting us go. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely.
She
We
wants
have
us
to get in
dead.
there.
I like that you say so.
my guess is if we do get in and do get out, she ain't gonna be there waiting.
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, this is everything's fucked up, guys.
Well, once we go in there, that's when, you know. This is just things to think about, because we still, the moment we leave that, if she attacks us, if shit hits the fan, then it's like rebellion start. Okay, we're stuck here. We're going. We're fighting. If not, then we can try and get back and pull off secondary plan where it's, hey, you know, this is who we nominate. Peace out, bros. Thanks for our stuff back, and then leaving. If shit hits the fan, one of the first things I think we should do is go back to the guard station and get all of our shit. Because,
If they
I
even
want
let
my
us have
ring.
our shit.
Yeah, I want my shit back for sure.
I need my
well,
shit
if
back.
shit's hitting the fan and everyone's killing
It's
everybody,
true.
we can just in
Yeah,
chaos
it's
kill
true.
whoever we need to get.
That's true.
Says the paladins.
Says the paladin. It's really, really hard not to be Marius, because Marius was easy. I'd be like, yeah, I don't like you. I'll kill you. That's fine. No big deal.
I'm just gonna
Let's
loot
just
your
go.
body.
Let's kill. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
loot your body. I'm gonna loot your parents' bodies, and then I'm just gonna bury you all in the same box. It's fine.
Give him a
Oh, I
box.
miss Marius.
I do too. I was watching some of his
Shit
stuff
box.
today. He was hysterical.
Oh yeah.
What a different kind of funny. Thank you. But either way, so depending on how the Bastion goes, depends on if we get to leave or if we are balls deep into this rebellion.
Every time you use that damn
I just
phrase,
know it breaks you every time. It's good.
it's like he blows his load right there.
There, all over
Blows his
everything.
whole load just everywhere.
You know? That's what happens when you use all of your high-level spells right off the get-go.
What's another Cooperism that's just really dirty that you
You
use?
boil my piss.
Uh,
That one's not bad though. That one I heard one. It's a British term or British phrase. It's really funny.
recently.
Oh
You just started using that
I
recently.
like that one. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other one. You just keep talking about the shaft a lot.
It was the shaft of the tunnel, the shaft of the well.
And then
Right.
you just kept talking
I
about
got
your box. You want a
sad.
box. I want a box.
To hold a head.
It's head size.
I thought I was pretty creative, being like, "Oh, I want to store meat in there so it doesn't go bad."
Yeah, I thought that was
And then you said you knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah,
Actually, I
was like,
didn't. I had
and
no
was
I
like,
idea.
didn't
that's
either.
cool.
Like, I didn't
legitimately
quite
thought you
get
went
it.
for jelly cakes because she's
She
got
knew
a
what I was
problem.
doing.
I actually had no idea it was for the head.
I didn't either. Like,
I'm still
like
like,
that was
why
good.
do you
Like,
want to keep a Hydra
I
head?
have
What are you doing,
two
Sybil?
ideas that I want. I either want to make one into a pauldron, or I want
Oh, that'd
to.
be dope.
Thank you. Or I want to take it to the Lonehorn and get it mounted and stuffed, and then put it in my bedroom in
Sarah's first.
Santa Fe. Because this was one of the first fights that we almost all died in, except you. You did get a single. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
As soon as you realize you're squishy, you're like, I'm staying back here and I'm
Yeah.
fucking you guys up further.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
You actually got a great deal on that plus two because it's normally 8,000.
8,000. It's one of my most expensive things. Should just take me 5,000. I'm sorry, I kind of screwed up for you to get it up to 6,000. I'm sorry. I tried.
Yeah,
I know, you were just like trying to confront the lady and she was like, dude, I don't fucking care. I'll
I
just
don't know
send
if
you
people
the
are
price."
afraid of Florton and I was banking on her being afraid of Florton and Macleod, but I
Yeah,
guess
no,
not.
she didn't give no
Oh, yeah,
fucks.
no fucks.
So I gave her more money.
That's fine. You still
Here,
got you
give him
cheaper
more
than what you
money.
were.
She
It's
probably,
just 6,000.
she probably
Yes.
still told too. She's probably
Yeah.
like, fuck those guys, I got extra money.
And you all got ominous fortunes. Except for
We
you,
did.
you got a useful fortune.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Cracks me up! Show me mine! Don't
I
do
hope
drugs.
that,
Fuck
I hope that
this!
he was actually like,
But
I
no,
hope
it's
he
just
left
they
and
said
then
don't
she was
do
like,
the
oh
drugs.
shit, that was for the half orc.
So,
Oh shit,
Oh,
he's
no.
already doing the
Maybe.
Oh shit.
Maybe
It was too late.
maybe it's just
Too
one.
late.
But there's all kinds of threads for you
Threads.
guys now.
Yeah.
And stuff I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about or mention that I just never got an opportunity to.
How dare you! My parents will be put back together! Shut the fuck up!
I want the record to show that in my backstory, the 3 other people I graduated are also known as the last Dawnbringer. So I was like, of course I'm not the last Dawnbringer. There's 3 others of us.
It's
You kind of painted
yeah,
it differently, and I was like,
I mean,
fucking
I got the
blue
impression
woman.
that it was one of your roommates. Or one of your roommates, one of your
They were probably my
classmates.
roommates.
Yeah.
They're probably the one that beat me with the oranges.
I think it's the one that actually, froze your underwear and tied it in a knot.
Yeah, that one in particular.
beat you with oranges.
It was a bonding experience.
I think Circe's is forever going to be worried about you. Like anytime that there's oranges,
I'm
are you
always worried
okay?
about you.
Is that why you're orange? No, it's not I'm orange.
Hide all the oranges!
Did I-
Hide all the
They
oranges!
beat
Did
the
I
orange
actually-
color into your
Did
body.
I actually ask you that? Because it sounds like something I
Garen asked that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember. I'm like,
Because
that
Garen's
sounds like
not
the kind
smart enough to know.
Of, I was
so-
like, that sounds like the kind of shitty thing I'd say, but I don't remember
No,
saying
it was an ignorant thing that Garen said.
See, it was probably sweeter coming from your mouth than mine.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will not be here next week because next week is karaoke night. But in 2 weeks we will be back. Yeah, next week's karaoke.
Cool. Yeah.
Alright, everyone have a great
I've not
night.
learned yet.